Overwatch Champion Series. Both of these teams, as we take a look at OWCS,
so as you can see, by the way, CR's already running. No, it's going to be the Reaper comps. It's going to be Reaper Echo is my guess. Probably Reaper Echo. If they're both running these, they're going to run. Yeah, it's going to be Reaper Echo. They're using the sim to teleport them out, but I think it's going to be Reaper Echo.
And the gates are open. It's going to be
maybe Ash, but yeah.
Raccoon and Team Falcons, and the rest of the pieces.
There it is. See, Reaper Echo.
Those two teams.
Complete mirror, a complete skill matchup.
Yep.
Proper taking the first blow already, though.
Proper just went in immediately. Holy crap. What in the heck? What a proper start that was.
That was fast.
Well, it's always nice when you kill the Juno right away.
All the way back as the point unlocks.
Now Proper's going to play tank mode.
Proper wants to win.
Such a quick pick. Stalker's even going to be able to follow up on Hiimishie to delay.
So nothing says Overwatch 2 like 4 Maugas. Oh yeah, when they go Echo.
Some really big damage.
So a lot of the early like neutral fights, so neutral fights when we use that example basically means when there's no ultimates, when you don't have that ult rotation. Also with the volume levels, good chat. A lot of this is just slamming into the other team, being aggressive on the Mauga, forcing the Mauga to use cardiac overdrive, rinse and repeat. Once you get past these levels, it's going to start going into the ultimate mode. It's going to be all about ults. It's going to be about how you time those. Don't be surprised to see teams use 4 to 5 ultimates at a time. So, good start for both teams. Both teams have gotten good percentage. They both won a team fight. And now we kind of get into the rotation of ults. So, CR is probably going to come with Juno ultimate pretty quickly here. Team Falcons is going to start poking a little bit with Smurf here to get theirs also. But CR has a slight time, and they're going to lead in with this right away and probably Echo ulted too if they need to. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Team Falcons hoping that Crazy Raccoon used their orbital ray. It looks like the Stalker's going to go over the top though.
Okay, they went Reaper instead.
Here come the orbital ray.
There's the orbital rays. Now you're going to see a bunch of ults. That certainly was that. Now they're going to win the team fight because they already got the numbers. There it is.
And Stalker and Proper overwhelming Crazy Raccoon on the Reaper.
Yeah.
And there it is. There's the team kill and there's the flip.
We've seen a lot of teams take that Echo duplicate and focus down the duplicate onto the Reaper.
All right, so CR is going to come back with their own Echo ult. But, oh, what a pick on Lip. That's going to buy them some time. And these are the little things that are going to really make or break some of these team fights because they're so evenly matched, right? That is where they're going to make up, not just trading back and forth to 99%. Those early picks, that's an important pick. Team Falcons might be aggressive here with their Mauga ultimate. Don't be surprised to see that.
Looks like Proper from behind though. Where did he even come
we got the Venn diagram right now by both teams.
Yeah,
there's going to be another ult here, another Mauga ult. And then, yeah, so they just trade out.
A return team kill just by Proper getting the first pick again.
It was just a team coordination behind the cage from jumping. You got another one from Hiimishie just being able to give that little bit of...
Falcons does have a bit of an ult advantage here because of that Echo ultimate. I think the Echo ultimate for Falcons makes this very interesting because you can basically just have a second Mauga or Reaper, which is like make or break in these team fights. That was a good right click. They're going to have Juno ultimate really quickly.
Start the fight off from 14 Falcons. They're about 80% right
oh, Lip actually gets Proper there. See, I wouldn't have done the same. I wouldn't have hit the button either. What a play by Smurf.
It's on the brink this time around in a free rally for Stalker. Crazy Raccoon, they're going to lose control of the point, but they got 69% on it for Team Falcons.
Nice.
Now in final fight territory.
Nice.
One more fight to go. Team Falcons going to have Smurf at this door Proper with this Death Blossom.
CR has... I think CR should be able to take this with Juno Ultimate. Juno Ultimate is a game winner. They have to use it immediately, though. Otherwise, they're going to get ulted on. That was a great job by Falcons.
Kill Stu, that's 3 times in a row. Proper has managed to find Stu out of position. And from the high
wow.
He's staying in the skies. Team Falcons in control, overtime ticking down. Crazy Raccoon wonders what happened to their backline over and over again.
See what I was saying, though, right there, chat?
Goes to Team Falcons.
That is why I was saying, like, unless they Juno ultimate right away, which is what they would need to do, Team Falcons recognizes that. When you're down on that ultimate, you need to go make a play. There's no reason to sit back. It's really hard to disengage that. especially when you're that late in the game and you don't want to let them get back into the game by just like slow playing it. So it was a great decision to basically say we're going to go in as Reaper and just make this play. So that was very well done. Yeah. That was very well done. Proper's had a really good start.
Play during this tournament, I think a lot of people initially thinking, and more often than not, it's better to copy the tank, yeah, but we've seen Team Falcons and Crazy Raccoon a lot of the time picking up Reaper, a lot of sustain there, and a lot of hitting damage. We'll see if that continues, but it looks like Proper is going on the Genji.
Proper on the Genji, he's saying sticking to the Echo.
Difference of strategy. This just means Falcons is going to be even more all in here.
Getting access to that Echo.
But this also means that he's saying he's going to be able to kind of like spam out a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see. But Proper's had a really good Genji. Trades on the Briggs. Looks like it's going to go in favor of CR on this team fight.
And this is going to be the big problem for the Genji. Without those resets,
yeah,
you can get a lot of damage down, but you lose a lot
good
of
start.
that tank buster capability.
Genji is
Echo. He's focusing beam.
It's a different strategy where like you just all in a little bit more. So as CR, you play like slightly defensive but also aggressive. It's like you're not going to play as aggressive as Falcons will, but you're going to be aggro on the timings right, like right there. Like flipping on the point on them there and just going for like the Juno, like things like that. So you don't all in the Echo because the Echo would just get rolled. Right? And when you're Proper and Stalker, just turn that around. I don't know if it's winnable yet. It depends. Actually, they might be able to win that. Just because, remember, Juno was the first one that was picked off? It also means that Juno was the first one back. Stalker and Proper just won that team fight. Holy crap, that was great. What a good start.
Yeah, they can go early with this, and especially because you have the Death Blossom as well, and the Orbital Ray coming up. It's going to be much more difficult to be able to get rid of that Genji. So Chia's going to be hoping to get that online before Crazy Raccoon come back in and use
is there an unlucky towel? We'll try to get the timings good the rest of the way. Stalker. Holy crap. And they used everything. I mean, they've been good. How about yours?
No rally available either. Charon was 5% away, which probably would have been their saving grace.
It might be nice to have it, knowing that Smurf is going to have...
All right, are you ready for the Venn diagram ultimates, chat? Are you ready? Sam, thanks for the 2 months of the tier 1. Thank you, Here we go, Venn diagrams. Get ready. I love this aggression. But you know what the best part about this whole play right here is, chat? CR also got the point during this. Oh. Dude, do you know what's crazy about that team fight? CR just won that.
Really good,
like 4v5, right?
Playing really aggressively as well, just holding them back.
It won that 4v5, right? Because
to actually come back and contest this point.
They back capped the point. They back capped the point, and then also won the team fight in their spawn. 4v5 with Brigal. Oh, I know, but like even with Brigal, you'd be surprised. Like that like in this type of like this like heavyweight matchup, that could be a make or break difference regardless of the ults. I think the only guaranteed win for a team is Juno Ultimate, if they have that over the other team. And that's if they don't do, like, for example, what Falcons did, where Falcons went in early. So, holy crap. Are we going to university?
As Crazy Raccoons looking like they're going to finish out this round, 90% on the board.
A reactive duplicate saving the day here as Hiimishie goes for that Mauga right into the thick of Smurf's cage.
Proper has Blade.
And wait, Charon spots it out though, so Stalker has to get out of there.
That's fine. They'll be at a touch point. Actually, I think there's a slight timing where Falcons can take this fight because the Echo was too deep out of the fight trying to get a flank kill. That's exactly what happened, yep.
The blades from Proper should seal the deal in this fight.
Job is not done yet.
Okay, so CR has Reaper ult. Falcons has Reaper ult coming up.
One team fight away from being able to take us to round number 3.
I don't know what Falcons is going to do here. I think they expect Brig ult, so they might actually play this a little bit too safe. I want to see them just rush in. I think they know that too. They need to lead the charge right away.
They cannot afford to lose Charon early here.
Did I yap too much? No, I don't.
Absolutely correct. TP into the backline for Lip already. Shooting Smurf in the back, prompting a response.
Here we go.
Here. Looks like Stalker's going to run away. A Death Blossom right on top, so Stalker is just trying to LOS as much as possible, but Smurf unfortunately a little bit too big.
So, great job by CR there. And I think what happened is, and this is where things get like really interesting, like across the board, is in that team fight is I think they predicted that the Brig Out was already going to be there, so they wanted to play it safe and kind of go to a disengage. But in reality, they had a very slight timing to make that work. But like usually you're going to be within like 20%. You can't really predict a Brig Out to like 100% accuracy most of the time, just because you don't know what their Inspire's doing, right? Like it's hard to tell how much healing Brig is doing in a team fight, because a lot of the heals aren't as apparent as like, let's say, an Ana, right? Or a Juno, where you watch them doing it. Like Brig's more based off of doing damage and like proccing that Inspire. So that's why they played a little bit more disengage heavy, is because they knew they didn't have a Brig Out, and instead they kind of actually let them get back into it with the Brig Out, and that ended up turning the fight. So on to University, chat.
Both teams TPing out. High ground control pivotal on this map.
Who do I think will win this round? Falcons might have a slight advantage again because they're back on the Echo comp, but it's so hard to predict with these teams. Oh, what a 1v1. Oh! That's some good Brig play.
Early point capture here for Team Falcons after such an aggressive play. Stalker picking up the...
By the way, don't be surprised to see Falcons not run that Genji comp like for a while, because it just it didn't go as well, because I don't think that CR is going to let them set up on that timing. So they had to make the swap back to what they were before. Fielder has ult soon. If Fielder can survive this, but Smurf is actually really low. They might be able to all-in Smurf and kill him. Yeah, they got the Brig ults. They might be able to trade out one. Yep. Oh, what a good timing. And to be honest with you, that Fielder 1v1 like made the difference here, because that gave Fielder the ability to have that ultimate to win a team fight after they lost an important piece of the team, which is Mauga. Because Mauga brings survivability, brings like a can kind of like distract. So that 1v1 Brig at the beginning there actually led to that play. Now obviously CR is going to have their own Brig ult to come back with here, and that might win them a team fight. But I'd rather win the first couple team fights. What a great play. Again, what you're seeing out of Falcons right now, and keep in mind, these teams will probably make adjustments. Team Falcons is going to not let them set up or engage. So what they need to do is they need to be prepared for that play. That's the second time they've been kind of caught off guard by it. They'll learn from that. Like if they're not, if they will learn from that. This should be a team fight win for CR. I think Team Falcons is going to rush in. There it is. They're doing this for two reasons. I'll explain. I'll let the team fight go. So the reason why they go in there is two reasons. One, to build ultimates, and two, to bait out ultimates, right? To make them reactionary. And guess what? Look at CR's ult. Do you think CR was a little bit reactionary to that play? Do you see their ults? That's why you do that. You don't let them get a free pick on you when you're in that neutral game, because then they can only use one ultimate. So you go in and force the issue, and then it forces out more ults. Ready, set, and ult time. 3, 2. Yep, they're going to have to disengage again because of the Juno ultimate. Oh, what a play. Oh, they didn't get anybody. Wow. Honestly, though, Falcons in about 3 seconds is going to pop Juno ultimate, and that's it, so. Yeah. They're just staggering them. They're going to try to touch with Tracer, but I think they're going to do too much damage to the Tracer. The Tracer will recall almost right away. Proper, yeah. Tracer did make it, but I don't know if it'll be enough. There just isn't. Maybe, yeah, Brig won't even. Yeah. So Falcons take map 1.
Team Falcons, they only need to kill the ball now. Jumbins, it might be legendary, but it cannot step up.
There you go.
To the sheer amount of force.
First map going to Falcons. But you see why I said we're in for a treat today with these two teams? You're enjoying the finals. You said I wish I was here. You would have loved the meet and greet, maybe the next event. Yeah, I wasn't invited to the event, so it was hard for me to go there because I want to stream the events. I love co-streaming it, talking about the matches, doing this back and forth. But because I wasn't invited to the event, it just was hard to be able to make that work because I wanted to stream the matches.
Taking a look at these two.
So they had already invited a bunch of people to go out there. So
interested.
It is what it is. I've been having a great time, and it's been awesome. So we'll see. There's apparently 3 events next year, so maybe we'll be at one of those, you know?
But that's not to be.
We'll see.
Both of these teams going back to the classic in the meta right now, those emongg comps. Lip and Hiimishie on that Reaper and Echo, and similarly for Proper and Stalker. This is going to be the
I'm ready.
you see locked in as we head out to Surasa.
As the charge in from both tanks, Proper's got his eyes on Lip, who's already forced that Wraith form.
So right away, the teams, as you can tell, chat, what do you notice? They're not slamming it down mid. They're not just sitting on the point. They're going at each other. Right?
Just like Team Falcons right now, posturing very well.
No, the Mercy skins are right now. Yes, you're getting the Mercy skins.
But it's actually Harbin that full spray.
Yep. Like, you see that? No one's going for the objective. No one's trying to cap it right now. Now they're going to go back because they have a 5v3. But, like, this is what I mean, where it's not just, like, slamming it against the point. Yeah, CR is about to win 2 team fights in a row, as long as they take the time it's here.
So many finishing blows here for that first fight. And so Crazy Raccoon getting this first flashpoint capture. And take a look at
you said Stockholm would have been a far trip.
They're gonna have this.
Believe it or not, I'm okay with that because all the flights I've had to take recently are to literally California. I'm from Massachusetts.
So this is gonna be an explosive fight.
I'm not joking. Like, that is like... By the way, the reason why I said it was going to be a free fight for CR is because of the Juno ult advantage. It's like a 6-hour flight to California from Massachusetts. I think to Stockholm would have been about 8 hours. That's nothing to me at that point. You know? At that point, I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't.
With this orbital ray, and you just go down that main track.
Dude, even the trip to Dallas felt like a short flight because it was only 4 hours. Like, at this point, every event I go to is a long flight because I'm in Massachusetts.
As well as Chio's orbital ray.
Proper team being Lip already hit the Wraith walk, but he's got the ultimate already. The rally comes through from Chorong and Fielder, but look at the dwindling health on the side of Team Falcons.
Actually, a pretty good disengage by CR. They're going to win that because of that. CR played that perfectly, by the way. To be able to disengage like all of that play properly and not allow them to get a Juno ultimate off, that's just a perfect dub. First point goes to CR.
Duplicate went to waste. No.
Team Falcons should be able to take this next point initially. What CR should do is do exactly what Falcons did. Just rush in and use your Reaper ult or your Echo ult to force something. Or even Juno ult. There you go. That's the right play. That's the right play. I do think they might have used one ultimate more than they should have, but I think they're okay with that. Sometimes you just need like an ult refresh to kind of get it back to that neutral. So Hanbin's going to have Mauga ultimate here. So that's going to be used right away, but don't be surprised if he's saying uses the ult to get Reaper or Echo, or not Echo, Mauga here. Or, ooh, that was a bad timing. That needed to be, what needed to happen there was it needed to be done right away, but easier said than done, right? It's easy to predict what they should be able to do, right?
They tried to go fast to get the contest
like,
before Team Falcons actually.
It's easy to like predict what they should do, but it's not. In actuality, if the team makes the correct play, you can ruin the on paper plays, right?
Flashpoint progress as well as these double DPS ultimates.
Love this play by Falcons. Do you see how they're engaging them off the point? They're denying them the space and not giving them any opportunity. By the way, chat, do you see what we're watching here? Do you remember how I just talked about how Flashpoint's becoming more solved at high levels? When you play Flashpoint right now, when do you ever see that? When do you ever see people go off the point right now to take team fights right there off the point? No, everybody stands on the point and just waits. But this is the correct way to do this. You deny the space. You don't let them get the, you don't let them get the map control. You don't let them do this. You just
well, the more you take out the Juno,
you do it because you're running it down on Lucio. That's a you problem.
And as we've seen, that can be just such a big difference maker for these DPS ultimates hitting their mark or not. And so with that, Team Falcons, they are going to capture this next flashpoint.
Next up we have, now it's going to be a bit more of an even fight. The ultimates go in favor of CR, but I think sometimes when you have a Juno ultimate, things can get wild. But on paper, CR should take this point due to their ult advantage. Straight up. It just depends what Falcons do right away.
Comes the Juno ult though from Stu. Gio's not using it just yet. Oh,
What'd I say?
That's what you want to see. That's a whole bunch of damage, and that is one dead bird.
4K, almost an ace there coming through from that Death Blossom. And so a quick team fight win here for Crazy Raccoon to unlock this next.
Okay, anyway.
Team Falcons, so they're going to be coming
Team Falcons have Juno ultimate. This should be a good retake. CR should go early on. There it is, the Echo ultimate.
Yeah, that's a super early too.
There's the Juno ultimate. And good luck to their team.
Just moving through, he's like in
Yeah,
trouble.
that's just a disengage out, go again. Remember, this is Juno ultimate when it heals for like a... Actually, no, this is the one that actually, I think it's heals for 85 still. This is the really quick Juno ult build. After this patch they're playing on, because we're on a different patch, they nerfed Juno a little bit more, and thankfully they buffed Mauga and nerfed Junker Queen due to popular demand. Okay, Falcons have an ult advantage again right now. They're probably going to go in quickly with the Reaper ult right away. And there's a free kill. They didn't even have to ult. That's bad. That is tough. Because now Team Falcons kind of... I want you to look at their ult pool to only use one ultimate, and Mauga ultimate at that is huge. Like right now, CRs is going to be down on ults. Right now, they need to focus more on getting these ults out than necessarily winning the point. They need to reset this ult economy. This is pre-Mauga buff. Yes, this isn't even Mauga buff. Yep. If you notice, Mauga, when charging in, doesn't go as fast.
Stalker might not get a free death block, although 5 seconds to go, jumps straight in the front line, gets bashed though, but here comes the second Blossom! Q's gonna easily finish that one up. Oh, it's filthy. Oh. Tried as he must there.
I mean, they got ults out. That's the good news, but I think they committed too much. Like, I think that was one of those team fights where CR just needed to be like, okay, we need to give up the point. Once again, from a spectator point of view, it's easy to predict that because I know all of their ults. In real time, it becomes really easy to, like, you know, lose track of an ultimate or not know exactly where they're at. So we have the ability to see it from a different point of view, right?
Yeah, there's the early orbital ray from Gio as well.
Yeah, which once again, orbital ray is just a straight up team fight win when the other team doesn't have it.
Feels like Falcons right now being a little bit more proactive when it comes to these engagements, Rose.
Yeah, even though Crazy Raccoon were able to actually get to the flashpoint positioning first, the fact that Team Falcons had that orbital ray meant that Crazy Raccoon couldn't capitalize on any of that. Couldn't even use their ultimates to kick things off either. Keesing and Junbin just falling short of being able to get those out on time.
You know what Falcons are doing a really good job of? And I think, like, when CR gets back to, like, their, like, talking with their coach and, like, they're getting, like, they're not... CR needs to set the tone a little bit more now. They're letting Team Falcons constantly run into them regardless of, like, no matter what the result is. Like, did you see this? They're constantly on their back foot, so they, like... This is exactly why they're doing it, though. Look at this, though. Why not go in here? Yep. Like, for CR or Falcons, it's like, why not go in here? The worst case scenario for them is they get a bunch of ultimates out and they build up their ultimates, right? So, like, they don't even, like, for Team Falcons, you know what they're gonna say? Okay, let's regroup. We have Juno ultimate in like 15%. Hanbin, go take a little bit of poke damage. Go in with Juno ultimate, and unless CR runs into them, they're gonna lose. Straight up, watch. All right, they're taking a little bit of poke. There's the ultimate. About 5 seconds now, you're gonna see Mauga charge in. Here comes the Juno ultimate. 3, 2, 1. There's Brig. There's Juno. Now they have this out. Proper's going to ult in. They're going to disengage out. They're going to go in. They're going to go for the kills. Doesn't even matter. They have 2 Reaper ults to deal with. They got the major kill, and that's it. See? So, this isn't a lack of... To make this clear, this isn't about Falcons being a crap ton better right now. This is about the pace that Falcons are setting. So what CR needs to do is they need to come back and make it like a... They're going to go back in and they're going to do the exact same thing. Enough of sitting back and trying to disengage it. Go in there and make the plays.
We did see from Twisted Minds this long range.
All right, so they went with...
Yash,
I'm surprised by the map selection here. I mean, I'm not saying like I don't know what maps are going to be good at.
How quickly Team Falcons are playing, so it looks like Crazy Raccoon just going to stick to the same old, same old. It's a risky gambit. You require an ultra world-class performance.
Once again, though,
match point
CR just needs to be aggressive.
Falcons in the upper bracket final. The audience, the desk. Well,
like, they can't let Falcons keep setting the tone. That's simple.
Crazy Raccoons are going to make it through.
I want to see CR going first right here. Yes, yes.
From the audience.
No, they slowed down. Oh no.
All day, every day, right now.
Yeah, do you see it, chat? That camera. Do you see that, by the way? That camera point of view showed exactly the problem. Who charged in first, chat?
Come on, Proper. 50% already.
Who went in first?
Team kill for Team Falcons, and now they can
Hanbin just charged right in.
Very hard corner to fight on as well.
And even though it was like a second difference, that is the make or break, because already you're making the other team have to react.
Just wait back a little bit. You don't have to push that bot past that corner. Wait for
canned water? Yeah, it makes me feel, carbonation makes me feel a little bit more full. So like I'll occasionally just have this as a water so I don't feel like I need to like, it just helps me like, I don't know, gives me more full.
Same with Hartman basically using those TDs at the same time, but Proper again starts this fight off for the kill.
Yep.
Chorong down, and well, he's saying you're not left for this world either. Oh,
it's the same thing. It's over and over again. So good. Is there a tank meta that I want to see in the future? Just not like an Orisa or Mauga one. I think that last year of esports has kind of ran into that, so.
Take a look at that ult bank. Team Falcons are going to have almost everything to be able to throw.
I like streaming dubs.
And look at how far forward Stalker is playing. Knows that the duplicate is available. You can play a little bit more aggressive with that. And look at where Hanbin is hiding.
Yep, they're just set up. Hanbin's going to charge in. Get ready. Look at the ults. I mean, Team Falcons is going to easily take this team fight unless CR hex something up.
Well, here's the duplication onto the Reaper. Stalker using that shift pretty early, but
literally use one ultimate to get an extra 20 meters in map control, and then gets ready. There we go. I do think that the ult advantage is going to go in favor of Team Falcons, but I did like what I saw there. I did like what I saw there. They at least started to do something.
Early for Team Falcons because they won back-to-back fights.
Chorong just didn't have an opportunity to use it, but
hey,
even if he did,
as we saw yesterday in the Twisted Minds match,
so perfect play
against Toronto,
they're already rounding that final corner. Proper's got another
it ain't over until this map's over. All right.
Onto the Mauga now from Hiimishie, but he's getting focused down. Cardiac Overdrive's going to heal him at least for the time being. Hiimishie eventually killing Hanbin, the payload. For Team Falcons, at least for the second, is stopping now, but Proper still comes back with 2 kills. DPS down, where's your damage now, Crazy Raccoon? You got to rely on Jumbin. Proper doesn't end up using
I mean, good kills by Proper. I think CR is still going to take it.
14 Falcons, they try and hold this corner, and they bought themselves time as well. Though that double kill was pivotal.
Proper setup.
This is going to allow time for Hanbin to come
the reason why CR stopped is they had to slow play it. Really good disengage by Falcons. Brig out time and like, yeah, there's the brig out. Good job. They got to be careful here though. Good job. Good team fight. Okay.
Honestly, that's pretty good.
Okay, so here's gonna be what's gonna have to happen. I think CR is gonna have to probably lose one more team fight to get back into this, and they need to make sure they get at least 2.5 ultimates out. 2.5 ultimates. What am I even saying? I'm just sounding like I'm trying to. They need to get 2 ultimates out, maybe 3.
We've seen this play out before as Proper goes in already, but has to hit the Wraith for him. He does get forced back as he waits for Hanbin to lead the charge.
I mean, but he's going in. It doesn't matter. He's only holding W. TP from Stalker.
Well, my mindset was, oh, 2 or 3 ultimates. What's the in-between? 2.5. And I'm like, that's not going to work. Like, what is that? Yeah, they did what they needed to do, by the way, chat. Believe it or not, that was a necessary team fight loss for CR. There was no way they're going to win that. There was no way they could slow play that. It was necessary. It sucks that you have to do that sometimes, but they were not going to get back into it with what Falcons have. Now, Falcons, if they're going to play the way I think they're going to, they're going to go aggressive with this Juno ultimate right away.
Do they know
they still might try.
Focusing Q right now, he's got the orbital raise.
Okay, so we were wrong in that sense, but on the flip side, they saved it. So instead what they did is they set up for an aggressive flank play to force out an ultimate, and guess what they did? Now, CR in theory should be able to win their first team fight right here, like to get some meters. But I think Falcons might just try to rush in and use their 2 ultimates to force out the 4 out of CR. Because they recognize that they don't have the ult advantage anymore, right? So they might just try to force their ultimates because they know CR is going to reactively use their ult after. There's the Hanbin ult, there's the Juno ultimate. Now they know they're going to be able to get more ultimates out. And there it is. So CR ended up using...
I'm calling it, whoever loses
2 ultimates
wins the grand finals.
Vern, thanks for 17 months of tier 1. Thank you, appreciate it, thanks. Yep.
Crazy Raccoon can repeat history.
It's just, they're... Team Falcons is doing everything that you could possibly do right now. Going in with Echo Ultimate, trying to force out the rest of the other ultimates because CR needs to use this, so they're going to Reaper ult in a second.
Match this pace. He's trying to get in there. Okay, Focus Fire is good enough for a kill. Stalker TPing up to the high ground with 1% to go. He dives down straight.
Holy crap, that was pretty sweet. I don't think CR needs to use Reaper ult.
Stalker, he's done enough damage, but it's not quite enough to win that fight.
And it stalls so
okay.
much time. 4 minutes left
CR officially has the ability to win 2 team fights in a row. But they need to set up. They need to put one, just set up. Go stop them. Don't let them run at you.
And that's been the biggest issue.
Just go in. Because they're gonna teleport behind you with Reaper ult. Yes. Good aggression. Good aggression. There it is. There it is. Shu might die though. Yeah.
Chong basically assisting in that kill. Heesang gets the duped.
Lip's gonna have to Reaper. Nope.
Will it matter? Lip and Shu are already down. Heesang's gonna try for another. Chasing Shu around the map.
Good kill.
Eventually takes him out.
Ooh, that's sticky. Okay. You know, sometimes you just gotta make a play, and that's called making a damn play. That was sick.
Finally get a chance.
There it is. So I did say 2 team fights, right? That's number 1. It certainly wasn't easy. Woo!
No way.
It certainly wasn't easy. But they got it. Now this is where their opportunity comes into play. So they can use their Juno ultimate to win this, even with the counter of Falcons. If they can use just Juno ultimate, this is good. Okay?
They've got a lot of tools to play with. But it's about taking this checkpoint. That's going to be a huge deal for Crazy Raccoon to actually have a chance to make this ginormous comeback.
What? If you can do it, I can do it better. Here come the Death Blossoms and the Orbital Ray. Stalker with the duplications marching forward. The Orbital Ray escaping Crazy Raccoons now and the bot. They're going to need to make a move here, but the Death Blossom is good inside the cave. They eventually focus him down.
Honestly, this might go in favor of... This is like a good scenario for CR. They need to get the kill there. Smart play by Stalker there, by the way. Okay. Now they're going to get their first objective. They should. There's a slight chance they get back one more time because of wave respawns.
This is potentially checkpoint. Team Falcons are a little bit too far away to be able to try to get a touch.
They're actually going for the touch. Such a smart play. I'll explain why in a second.
But he's trying to stall as long as possible for Hanbin to come back in.
Great play. So, for anybody who doesn't know this, when you get the checkpoint for the first time, it gives the other team instant spawns. So even if Team Falcons lose this right here, watch their spawns in a second. Watch this. When the bot captures. Watch everybody on CR in a second, outside of the people that don't spawn. So Hanbin just died. Watch this when they get the objective. Watch Hanbin.
1 minute and 30 seconds to go.
Notice anything on his spawn timer?
Finals lifeline teetering on the edge of defeat.
See? So the first checkpoint, why not try to contest it before then? Because you're going to get a quick retake on the next team fight.
5v5 until we enter into overtime. But it's going to be Death Blossom versus Death Blossom.
That's why it's really good to be able to not give the checkpoint early, so you can use that as a strategy later on. Lip needs to be aggressive here, but like, Brig out, Reaper ult coming.
Hits the Death Blossom. Yeah. A lot of that damage actually getting blocked by Shorong, but Shu separates from the team and actually gets isolated. A little TP from Proper to help his own backline now.
Thank you, I'm glad you enjoy.
As Lip. Well, he unstealthed, and there you go. There's a kill for Proper, and this time bank rose.
This was going to happen, by the way, chat. Just so you know, this was going to happen. It was bound that they were going to lose a team fight. This next team fight's the most important one. Because if Team Falcons does what they've been doing the whole game, even though CR has Juno ultimate, they will lose to Falcons being aggressive. So Falcons or CR needs to lead this charge. If they try to disengage this, I think they lose it.
But even if they win here, they're gonna have to win the rest in overtime.
They're going to try with this raid to start off with. The cage available from Jimbin could make this a rather disastrous fight for Falcons, but Harbin's already dead. End up trading with Proper there as Shu makes full use of the orbital raid. Jimbin not quite so lucky. They're actually just getting chased by Stalker, who is hunger is not.
This game might be over. That bot's moving and no one touched it, right? Okay, they finally touched it.
But it's in their side of the map.
It's so
Good play by Fielder there, though. Oh, no. Was it Fielder or Stalker? Whoever touched the point.
Had Stalker steal this bot, force it all the way back to buy Team Falcons even
three
more
team
time
fights.
to be able to get a recontest.
Question is, can they win
So
3 team fights?
overtime is activated.
That is the
Crazy
question.
Raccoon cannot let this bot go. It's going to be a cage on the point, which will be pretty difficult to be able to fight against, but Team Falcons come back with a Death Blossom cage of their own.
Falcons deploying the speed ring. Small little bait there as they move around this corner towards the checkpoint. Cage.
Okay, so they're going to use... Falcons is going to slow play it. Once Proper gets ultimate, though, they're... Wow, that Proper died, though. That's actually huge for CR. I was just going to say, that was huge for CR. Oh, but the pick on the Juno. Uh-oh. That's... There's no way Team Falcons doesn't go right into this right away. They're going to come right into it. Right. They're going to go... I'm telling you right now, they're going to get there, and they're going to immediately speed ring in, Reaper out, Cage. They're going to give them no time. They're going ASAP. They know they have an opportunity here. They have numbers. They're going in.
He's once again going to try and go for a kill as Proper sets himself up with a Death Blossom over the ages. The damage is too much for Crazy Raccoon to bear. As Team Falcons 3-0.
So that came down to the that pick on Juno at the end was the game changer there. Wait, what map are we on? Wait, Ilios? What? Are you kidding me? No one saw that coming. I can predict that map pick from a mile away, chat.
Ilios, our first battleground between the two squads. And you know what that means for Crazy Raccoon.
Oh, he's hovering it.
By the way, Toronto, I think, is actually going to run the Diva here, which I kind of like the idea against this.
If Jonathan does come out on the Wrecking Ball, it's going to be a tough battle to beat.
Why has everyone played Ilios? The dive-centric teams who have a dive comp like to play Ilios. Ilios is one of the only dive control maps right now.
All right, Toronto, how do you...
That's why you're getting Wrecking Ball versus Diva. You can play this comp on all 3 maps. So...
Seen this over and over again. You need someone to deal with him in the backline. Pressure him out so he can't dive.
But Merritt playing the Cassidy means he can play a little bit closer to someone on that Diva and just the rest of the team as a whole.
They're doing the right idea. You want to poke out the ball enough so the engages are rough. I still think that there's going to be an easy target on the cast, but they're doing the right idea.
Oh, Lips already found first blood though on to Sugar Free.
The whole comp is just play back, spam out, let the ball do their thing.
By Crazy Raccoon.
So we'll see.
Be the cap. Ball finding himself in the 1v1 versus Junbin. I think it's worth mentioning too, Rose. Spoke to Space Station at the very start of this tournament that they were mentioning. Every time they play against Junbin Ball, he would not fall under 400 HP.
Ever.
Just an insane mechanical god on this character.
I mean, we already saw.
By the way, this is also why Falcons chose Oasis, right? Was because like this is CR's like really good comp. So it's cool to see.
Wants to get this barrage off, but not before.
You know what I'm just thinking of?
With this Wrecking Ball around this very first health pack.
I'm kind of curious now. Do you see CR's DPS line?
They're harder to pressure down the Wrecking Ball with the Genji, but better at dealing with
like what they're playing right now.
And the Pharah as well. Sugar Free can dash up into the skies as some of these squishier characters.
Chat, when Falcons lost the map in this tournament, what comp was that against? What comp was that against?
The complete disengage from Crazy Raccoon. Jimbin's making it difficult though to actually cap the point.
Like what DPS line was it? Nice job by Toronto there to get to get Hiimishie. Nice! There they go! Let's go! They lost to... The Falcons lost to Farah Ash. That was what they lost to, and they struggled against it a little bit. So I wonder if that's also a possibility if they want to run the Malga comp. That could be very interesting. So, good job by Toronto there. A little bit low on ult here, but like this is a little bit different than how the Malga one plays. Like the way that CR is going to play it is like more randomness to their ults, but someone in Sugar Free just taking out the DPS line. Okay. Much better start here for Toronto. Love to see it. Good job. They're staggering the Ana there. That's why they was DM.
Let's see if Crazy Raccoon can keep this.
They actually technically have a free blade right now. Straight up. It's just a free blade. They know that. Oh, Widow.
Can sit even further back now. Try make Sugar Free overextend. Blade available though for the Genji. This is now an eagle.
Where is Sugar Free playing? I mean, honestly, I think what Toronto might do is they might slow it down a little bit now because they realize that there's no ultimate. So why even now they can force the issue. Now they can blade. Once they know where the Widow is, this is where they do their blade timing. Yeah, Sugar Free trying to set up for it, but what they're doing is they're going. They can't get a pick right now. So why? Yep, it's actually really smart. So Toronto wasn't even trying to like go in just right away. Good job by Sugar Free right there.
Is what you need right now. You need Lenny on fire.
I'm gonna be real with you, chat. Look at Toronto's ult charge. Do you see that ult charge?
Superb, and he still has the blade.
I mean,
they have everything.
Reason why they were able to clean up that final match.
CR has nothing right now. They have a free blade.
So with the blade, let's see what magic.
Why not Brig Juno ult this? Brig Juno ult blade right now. Don't give them time. Do not let them get into this. Go.
Toronto probably want to go fast. The rally comes in, does end up spinning jump in as someone takes the first kill. There you go. He sank down. And with ults to spare, Toronto to finally
get in there.
An aggressive play here, trying to take down Choron. Nowhere to run from the... I mean, come on.
Good start.
He makes it look
there you go.
easy.
There you go. Go for it, right? Don't let them take advantage of that. Don't give them time.
Good.
One thing that Toronto did, by the way, right there, was they slow played their gameplay.
Just beat them
and when they recognized they were on Widow, they LOS because they knew that it was going to be really hard. They didn't have to worry about Farrah ultimate. They didn't worry about a beat engage. So you slow it down, you minimize one team fight by not being aggressive at that point. Because I do like the idea of being aggressive. So a good start. But now you're on to the more consistent. These maps are a bit more consistent for CR. So it's very important Toronto doesn't fall into the take him individual 1v1s the whole time and really shuts down some of the initial pressure here. Because last time we watched CR play this, and I don't think you can see my mouse, but they run around in circles. They basically play it like a circle. So Junbin's going to kind of like go in circles. You'll see what I'm talking about. Like next thing you know, he'll be at like the lighthouse and just rotates around over and over again and constantly engages. So they can't just sit here and keep taking the pressure. They need to find ways to isolate this part of these maps. A good hint at a start. Very good start by Sugar Free.
This backline normally plays with impunity rows. Normally can sit so far back.
Good start. Did exactly what you were supposed to do. You don't give them time to set up this crazy play and just take the free picks. They did that. They took out the opportunity, and now they got the first fight. Good job by Toronto.
And you've got this Lucio to be able to help pair up with this Ana, but take a look at this Crazy Raccoon. They're done playing games. No more
Heck yeah, welcome.
As Jumbin switches over to the Winston. He's
Thank you, Nals. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great day.
Lucio providing a bit more of that backline support to shoot.
I like, yeah. They got him off the ball comp because now they want to dive their backline. What they're realizing is that Toronto had a good game plan, so now they're going to go. Someone's going to swap off D.Va, by the way, I think. I actually think someone might swap off D.Va after... if they don't win this team fight. But that was a really good play by Toronto.
Nice little flashbang.
Great play.
And Sugar Free just permanently
what can you say? Good job.
As Toronto defiant of leveled up.
CR has no ults.
3-0 versus Crazy Raccoon.
I mean, what you need to do now is find out where the backline is and just go right in with Juno ultimate and try to eat the Ana grenade.
Did you see Merit? Just no fear in his eyes, knowing that he could stay there on that Cassidy without the worry of being taken out because someone was there to back him up. Toronto to fight and now have ultimates to be able to throw the next fight. A big whiff from Lip.
There's a high noon. This is to create space or get a kill on Winston. Either works.
Falls through his bubble and succumbs to the Deadeye and finds the head of Lip as well. Chasing the Mortal Spawn. If they can get another pick, this is going to be magical, but doesn't look like they want to go too far. Don't want to in just yet as they are just encountering spawners now.
And it's also last fight, though.
All
so
in.
You don't want to actually
Do not.
invest right
They're going to
now.
Nano Winston. They're going to come back in with Juno ultimate and all that.
Can't mess this up.
There it is. Oh, it lagged us for a second. Yep. That's fine. They're going to flip the point, but it's just about getting the kills now rather than anything else. Yep. What they're going to do is they're going to flip the point in hopes to be able to trade out and win the rest of the way. But I think they kind of hecked up their position on this retake.
Jinmin's hunting for RuPaul right now.
Oh! Vega going down. It's not a good look, though. This flip might have been what Crazy Raccoon needed. They would have been in OT if they didn't manage to find it. And actually...
That was a really good play, by the way. It was a really good play by CR. Flipping the point there. Flipping the...
do have that advantage where they get to push a little bit farther forward.
Flipping the point there was the correct play.
He said, "Dink just use the duplicate," so not something.
By CR, Toronto had the right idea. CR just had a better reaction. Also, did you happen to notice what tank someone's on now?
Slowly but surely, Toronto Defiant trying.
Remember, as I said, D.Va is not good against Winston anymore, especially in pro play.
By Crazy Raccoon.
Yep.
Main is going to be the answer.
So you're going to get a hero swap now. So CR is going to have a slight alt time in here. So this is just going to be one more team fight where CR has a slight ult advantage. So good stick. That might give him ult charge for Ana. They get some kills. Oh, good purple. That purple might be. Yeah.
Just going monstrous in the back line though. He's dishing so much damage out.
That Ana grenade is what won that for him.
Not enough to scare Lip away. Crazy Raccoon find themselves a team kill as they are now on final fight. 80% now for Crazy Raccoon.
Yeah, Toronto ended up falling pretty quickly there, so they get another chance to come back into this one and just close out the map here and now. They're having to deal with this Nano from Crazy Raccoon, though. Junvin's gonna have the primal. But Toronto, this pulse bomb from Sugar Free could be very volatile to open up this fight.
That Nano time is gonna be really good here. This was a good recovery by CR. Yeah, but they don't have the percentages. In my opinion, just a really good recovery by CR. I want to point out because I'm sure they'll be talked about. I still believe that the play by Toronto to go into their backline was the correct play. I really do. I think that is just basically, you're basically making sure that you kill the ways that they would be able to win. What happened is then Toronto didn't properly disengage together, and they kind of split, which an isolated 1v1s. So the play was correct. The disengage out was a little bit, it was a little bit not what they would have planned, but it's easier said than done.
To decide this map.
Okay, so now you're going to get these are going to mirror comps. This is normal here. I do think a good thing for Toronto here, though, is that you're on the Ana Brig comp now, so you don't have to worry about having to rotate into it from the other comp. So this is going to be interesting.
He will do the rest of the work.
Ash versus Echo. He's saying has a lot more mobility to play around these buildings.
Ooh, nice shots.
But Merit is such a sharpshooter. You see him grab this high ground access and take a look for the Echo in the back.
Merit might be dead.
Oh, the healing can come in time. Merit ends up going down to Lip. The small rotation there from Toronto Defiant trying to get onto high ground. Someone was up there as well.
I'm saying Toronto. Listen, I'm from Massachusetts. We half the stuff we pronounce is wrong. That's just how it goes, okay? That's a part of the charm of Massachusetts. The way that you think something's going to be pronounced, you know what? Go get, you know, I'm going to go drive my car later, okay? All right? That's what it's about. That's how we do it here, all right? That's how we do it here.
Oh, what a nade. Yeah, goodbye. One of the best, if not the best, Anas in the game. In Shu up there with the likes of...
Oh, I thought they were talking about me when they said best Anas in the game. But Shu's really good too, so... Sorry, my ego was taken over there for a second. I thought they were talking about me. All right, here we go.
He's got Chorong on that break. Just way better peel, way better access when Junbin is also there to make sure we're staying up and healthy.
I mean, right now it's straight up just they're losing the neutral game. The neutral is where there's no ultimates and it just kind of 1v1s.
These things got to. They're going to have Nano shortly as well. The sticky bomb damage from afar is being...
Try refreshing Butler just in case and see if that fixes your percentage.
Trying to transition to a better, like, high ground, but it looks like a small dupe from Hiimishie actually just going to chase them off. Third healer, don't mind if I do, and maybe even a free Nano too.
I mean, this is the correct play.
In the pool area. It's 2v3 right now.
No, Nano! Nano! You get like 2 seconds of it. There it is. The Nano will last for like 2 or 3 seconds or whatever.
Eventually ends up running out and someone
well, the reason why you go...
left on an island.
Oh, nice trade-off there. The reason why you go Ana is because you can grenade the Ana right away. So you go Ana from like the air and throw an Ana grenade down, you can't react to that, and then it's a free kill on Ana. Good job by Toronto here, though. They should be able to take this. It's okay. They're settling now. The only concern I have here is CR can turn this around with a Nano on Winston. Okay, the only way, in my opinion, Toronto can stay in this game, based off of what I'm seeing, someone needs to get into their backline and just Winston out. Like, before they Nano the Winston. So they cannot let this time happen. You need to get into their backline. If you don't, they're just going to Nano the Winston in, and that's pretty much it. Unless the Winston feeds.
Nano primal lit with the pulse. Jumbin looking at Merrick, trying to take down the carry.
Someone is, ooh, good sleep, 1, 2, and they're going to be up now.
For the time being, a little reprieve from RuPaul.
Now they're going to Nano Winston.
Behind him, has to check. A missed pulse bomb from Lip, but Vega's already down. A two-pronged attack from Crazy Raccoon.
Yeah.
Sends the backline in Toronto to fight reeling. Toronto up to 40%, but Crazy Raccoon are going to have to get this flip.
Yep. That's what I was saying, is I think they needed to try to be a bit more aggressive on their backline to force out maybe a bad Nano or take the free team fight. I think once again it came down to playing it a little bit too safe. Once again, I have that information. They don't have the same information we do from an alt charge point of view. So, like, it's easier said than done, right? Like, I can say, like, that's the correct way to do it, but, like, it's not. I get the ability to see everything, right? Where they're playing, what they have, what their setup is, so.
But here comes the copy, Primal Rage and DPS players. They still got these tank mechanics. Someone's too below. RuPaul eventually chased down as overtime for Crazy.
Good stick, but there's just no all time in here. This is just about. That's it. Okay, so if I want to point something out here though for Defiant. If you are Defiant in this situation, I would not be discouraged by that. You had a really good first round. You had a second round that just ended up being a clutch play by CR, and a third round that's the bread and butter of this is CR's map. Ilios is their map. Does rerun work for drops? Yes, the reruns later will work for drops. Yep. You want a crazy comp on this map? Yeah, I mean, I guess this map is just
these guys, this duo.
I don't know. We'll see.
They are the next gods.
And Peachy, thanks for the free present. Thank you. Appreciate it. I wonder if they're gonna hold close. By the way. I wonder if they're going to hold close. So what I mean by that is you hold close to create more team fights. So you're going to see some teams, they like to hold right at the spawn. And even if they get stomped, what it does is it establishes them a little bit of like alt charge against the other team. And when you're able to establish that alt charge, that can go a long way too. Even if you lose 2 team fights in a row, your third team fight is an alt fight. And those are fights that, no matter who the team is, you can win that if done correctly, especially at this level. So don't be surprised to see Toronto go right up to their spawn doors, like on the other side of the wall, and just hold right there, and they might get stomped, or they might win a couple team fights. But usually that's how you want to set up, to give yourself 3 team fights. You have 1 team fight at spawn, you have 1 team fight at the archway, and you have 1 team fight right at the last part of the point. That creates 3 team fights and basically takes 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes off the clock no matter what. Now, keep in mind, it's going to be CR starting, and as you can see, what is CR doing? They're holding close. This is the way to do it. Right? This is how you do it. You hold close, you buy time, you build ults. If you win the team fight, great. If you don't, you've already given yourself opportunity. So we'll see how it goes.
And this is something Hiimishie was doing a lot too, and you mentioned it in the previous series. Focusing down that echo is so important. Save the focusing beam a lot of the time for the tanks, but if you land a few sticky bombs, One extra try shot and then a focusing beam. That is one very dead Echo, and you can see how much damage he's already done. 80%
Oh, wait, chat. Thank you, everybody, for sitting here. It feels really cool to be able to just hang out
He just has it.
with chat and be able to watch esports grand finals of a major event, and we got drops going with it, too. That is just a win. So thank you, everybody who hangs out and watches you with, man. I hope that you continue to, you know, if there's more of these next year, that if you like these, to continue to come for the co-streams, because these are a blast. These are a blast.
Two DPS ults, maybe even
thank
two
you.
support ultimates, as I know these fights have gone very quickly, but
once again, they're holding close. It's how it goes.
Right.
CR is already happy with this. Truthfully, for Toronto, they need to get ults or get like a random pick. This is just how this goes.
Now he does.
No chance to try and force anything there.
Someone needs to start charging in. I'm telling you right now, it's happening. Okay, it's funny that we saw that team fight, because you got to see it from that like angle. Also, Devalue, thanks for the 2 months of the British Prime. Thank you. Who charged first, right? Remember when we were watching CR play against Falcons? Hanbin just was like, Hanbin and even Smurf were just slamming the charge button in. What happened right there? The opposite. Someone ended up charging second. There's something just about these team fights I'm noticing. The Mao gonna charge in first is getting better results. Not necessarily always winning, but having better results overall. Great job by Toronto there. How's it going, Beaver? Great job, though, in my opinion.
To invest this rally as well as that Death Blossom early on, but you still have so much else that you can rotate through. And that was the first big issue, just getting past that spawn hold. But you can see why that is so effective for a lot of our teams on the defense. Crazy Raccoon get a chance to recontest this twice now. One more right at this point, and right before that first checkpoint gets locked.
TP into lift onto the back line, looking for RuPaul. Hits the shift, goes sky high.
This is remember the second team fight I told you about, chat? Sugar free, okay. Remember the second team fight I told you about? So guess what? Is there one more team fight? Right where I said it was going to be. So CR knew that, went in, basically gave him a free team fight. Not like on purpose. They try to win it, but like if they lose it, they're okay. Sugar Free has the right idea here, by the way. You need to go for a play. The idea here is to pick off the Juno. That's the idea.
In a little bit of trouble, but luckily
get out, reset, get out. Correct play.
Extra overhealth.
Yep.
To see them through the fight. I'm going to be honest, bros, at this point, I wonder how close Crazy Raccoon are going to play. Payload, yeah, pretty close to the point, but you can really force something here. Just play at these doors.
These doors make most sense. You don't want somebody to just sneak that payload out from behind you. And look at Merritt wrapping around.
Actually, the shift, which is really awkward.
Correct play, by the way. Correct play. Because you're buying time, but Sugar Free ends up clutching a couple kills. Someone needs to be on point duty already. You better hope somebody was on point duty. Sugar Free has it. Good job. By the way, just so you know, that was the correct play by CR. That was the correct play.
No touch.
I love the idea of that. I just, honestly, Toronto clutched it out.
Rally now in their sails as they go through this.
Toronto straight up clutched it out. That was a great play.
This is tough. We've seen a lot of teams actually get stopped on this second point because of how close you have to play together.
So
Rally's certainly going to help with that, but Shu also has this orbital race. That's going to be support alt versus support alt in these very
well, Shu's going to win. The Brig alt won't win against the Juno ultimate if they use it correctly here. It just not even worth Brig ulting it. It's exactly why they didn't even bother Brig ulting. They know they have to deal with that ult. So right now, Toronto's probably predicting Junbin to have Mauga out once again. Holding close is the correct play here. This is so that Defiant will have to use their ult and spawn, so that way the next engage will be in a good spot for CR. This is the correct way to play this, and especially at the pro level. This is the way to do it. That is a bad ult, though. That is good for Toronto.
Locks a few people in place, tries to throw away the key, but...
Yep. But, like, I want you to see where the next team fight engage is going to be. It's gonna be like not at the arch. Actually, with Shu dying last and not getting a wave respawn, that makes it interesting. But I think where you see merit right now is where the next team fight will happen.
But Toronto Defiant have the double DPS ult. So already looking at the
Toronto's the Defiance DPS ults won't matter if this Juno ultimate goes off first. But it has to go off first. They cannot wait.
Toronto need to get past this corner if they want to capture the second point.
Spots out RuPaul, and that's the target he wants, but he's actually been blocked out by the cage from someone. A perfect opportunity to strike here if you're Toronto Defiant. A Death Blossom from Merit, and
good play.
Off Shu. Splits off the rest of the team, and Sharon can't protect him with the barrier. A duplication from Hiimishie to try and turn the tide.
Great ult. This should clean up the fight for them. Yep. That's going to clean up the fight. Good job. Perfectly played by Toronto. Great reaction. The most important reaction here, by the way, chat, was remember when they hecked up when the disengage happened on the Mauga ultimate? When that disengage happened on the Mauga ultimate, that was extremely important. Because normally what you would see is CR would just win that, they would wait and then push the cart. Toronto said, what are we doing? Charged in and kept the momentum going. They're going to get Juno ulted now, so this shouldn't be... Toronto will probably lose this team fight.
Being economical, that's what Crazy Raccoon need to be right now.
But we'll see. It's only because of the Juno ultimate.
With the fear that Toronto Divine can run them over next fight. There's a cardiac overdrive, a nice little stun there onto someone, can't get back up in time.
Yeah.
The healing coming through.
Hey, a good pick though.
Insane.
Couple good picks.
Cardiac overdrive plus being pumped with heals. Yeah. You're
not
going to get taken out unless...
That's exactly what was going to happen now. That's actually ended up being a little bit better for Toronto because they actually denied a little bit of like extra healing for Brig, so that kind of kept their Brig ultimate at a spot to have a Brig ult advantage here as well as a good DPS ult. Well, not DPS ult advantage, but like even par. Great Reaper ult. Great Reaper ult. Great Reaper ult. Great Reaper ult.
Shu and Hiimishie, they make it out alive, but for how much longer? These late kills are going to be very tough on their time bank. They're running all
back away, back away.
They managed to get out.
Good attempt, though. You got no cardiac overdrive. That's a call that could go in favor. They could actually... They have a timing now where they know cardiac overdrive's down. This is their time into Juno ult. So cardiac overdrive is the lifesteal, which gives 100% lifesteal to Mauga. So because they had to save the Juno in their spawn, they saw that cardiac overdrive was used, which is why the pressure that Sugar Free did there was great. Someone's going to use ult here at the door to block him in. Tracer's going to try to go right side, but that should just block him out. Briggs going to go to point. That's okay. The idea by someone's good here. It's going to deny their space. I don't mind that ult by someone. The idea was there. It was a good touch. Good push regardless. Now, hear me out here. The reason why I think this is winnable, though, for Toronto, and I'm going to bring up a pretty valid point here, is they were 0.69 meters away from pushing that in, and that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
And there's a win condition on
so,
board for them.
That's going to be good for Toronto. That's a confidence booster, right? If you're not going to win it, 0.69 meters away is pretty damn nice. So, now Toronto's probably going to do the same thing. I will say, I am very happy to see how Defiant played this map. They're not playing scared. They're being aggressive. They're going in. And most importantly, said I never read chat. Oh, yeah, you're right. Never read chat. Most importantly, they are doing a really good job of playing to win and not playing not to lose. I talk about it all the time. Playing not to lose means that you just basically are playing too safe. It happens in sports. It happens in esports. Playing to win means you're willing to take a little bit more risk, but the reward is far greater than just trying to like play it super safe. Can you win playing super safe? Yes. But against these teams, you cannot do that. They will take advantage of that every day of the week. So. Yep. All right, here we go. Hold close strat. Regardless of how this goes for Defiant, it's all about creating 3 team fights. I was going to say they played that too safe. I just said that, and then they did that. No! They gave him time and opportunity. They might be able to pick up a couple kills here, though. Brig might fall. Oh.
Tried for the in, tried for the kill, but the support on Hiimishie was a little bit too much. Spawn hold has been broken, Road. Still a few casualties, a little bit of ult charge.
That's what they wanted. That's fine. They built ults. The only downside is they kind of hecked up and they didn't get any Juno ultimate.
You're not going to get too off pace.
Like, they got no Juno ultimate timing. So
Toronto get another chance here. You can see how this close spawn hold is already paying off. Being able to play around this corner when you have a bit better sight lines.
How's the game been going? Good. There's the team fight. Ooh. What a play by CR. CR denied that play. I love that. Merritt with a huge play, though. If they can trade out and win this, that'd be huge. So, what CR did was, remember how I mentioned that third team fight? Remember how I mentioned that third team fight? They engaged them before they could get there, meaning that this team fight is going to be more of like only one long team fight for the second one. So, I mean, Sugar Free might have Wriggle in a second. This could be huge. A lot of Overwatch happening. The best thing we can say here is that everybody's having a good time. I couldn't tell you anything that just happened right there. All I know is that CR won that. But what really was good there?
There you go. There's the point. 4.5 minutes.
Can't hear the commentators. People said the sound was on a pretty good level. I have to find a way to be able to commentate on it, so I think it's good levels. I mean, that's what I've been told at least.
Toronto cannot step up to the plate. But with the cage, feeling pretty good about being able to take this next fight. And have to deal with jump-ins as well. But playing around this corner is going to be very nice here for Toronto.
Yeah.
Maybe even another Death Blossom here from Merritt if he's able to get that damage down.
I mean, you gotta go first. Remember, Toronto. Don't play on your back foot. Make them play on their back foot. Be reactive. Make them be reactive is what I'm saying.
Someone's also going to use his Cage 5 versus Cage 5, but here comes the Death Blossom
Yep.
from Merritt. Oh, and it's a big one too.
Exactly what I'm saying. They made CRB reactive, and then look what happened.
For Crazy Raccoon, no spawn hole by the looks of it for Toronto.
You can see how right after Jimda hit the
They
cage,
but that pick
opportunity
on someone though
but now
did not allow for them to have that same spawn camp opportunity.
Great Death Blossom from Merritt to be able to just stop.
This is going to be a tough fight for Toronto, but they need to engage them at the ramp. If they fall back, I don't know how this is going to go. I know why they're falling back. This is okay temporarily. Here we go. Now they're in. Yep. They were waiting on Sugar Free's ultimate, and they're going to have Juno ultimate to go with it if they need to. They might lose it, though. Do not use the ult. Do not use Juno ultimate. Do not use Diane Cart. This is the correct play. This is fine. This is correct. All of this is correct. Good kill. Perfect play. Now you're going to get a wave respawn with Merritt. They can touch again, and now they have a good advantage. Good play. That was really good ult economy out of Toronto because they could have easily tried to win that and then lost anyway. I like this opportunity. They have to watch out for Reaper ult. If Lip goes in first, it could be concerning for them.
As they approach this end of the second point.
Please. Ready? Juno ult now. Go. Yep. I would have liked it even sooner, but it is what it is. I mean, good news is reasonable time going into the third. They do have good ultimates, so if Toronto can chain the next two team fights, you're going to look up at that clock, and there's going to be about 1:45 left. You're going to go, holy crap, this is winnable. So if you can get 2 team fights in a row,
yeah, exactly.
That's the important part here.
3.5 minutes afford you a couple of chances at this. See, Jumpin have to back away though. Doesn't want to take too much damage or give Sugar Free that free pick. As Merritt looks for a big opening here for this Death Blossom in the back.
There's a charge play. Pressure out the cooldowns.
Merritt's going to try and settle the score, ends up killing Lips. And that was just split from the team. But now he's holding the gate. Hiimishie once again delivering for Crazy Raccoon.
That's okay. They have a retake. This is fine. This is fine.
has a duplicate.
You missed the early game? How was it? Actually, it wasn't even remotely close as this one is right now.
After all of that damage that he was able to pump out in that last fight. Double DPS ults here for Crazy. This feels like an overwhelming amount of force that will push.
Slow play slightly. Sugar Free is so close to ult. Someone has to ult as soon as possible. This is the buy time. Sugar Free needs to go Reaper now. There's the Reaper. They survived the ultimate. Juno ultimate now, both teams. Damn. Wow. Chat. I'm telling you right now, Defiant is like this close to being able to take maps. It's like this close. It's just coming down to like it feels to me like it's ult economy. It does not seem like it. It's always like if Toronto has 3 ultimates, right? CR has 4. That's what it feels like right now. Or like if they're evenly matched, their Echo ultimate ends up being like a 1/10 of a second better. So like they get the better ult time and with like it's just like that's all it is right now. Did Falcons play much better than CR? Honestly, yeah. It wasn't really that close.
So much support for both of these.
All right, here we go, chat.
The gates open up and we get into New Junk City.
This one is first to 3.
Map in this series.
But
you said you wanted to see that sugar-free Genji. Well, it is here, and it is
the finals, the grand finals, I think is first to 4.
Back in the series.
I will say that's not a good start losing Vega that early. It's a lot of up close to personal damage, and if Sugar Free he finds himself in the wrong situation,
I mean,
he's just gonna melt him.
Tough start, but this first point isn't the end-all be-all of this map.
It's been a couple of times, though, that we've actually seen Crazy Raccoon put a lot of focus fire on making sure that this Brig is out of the picture for Toronto. Vega, the first to get picked on a lot of these fights, maybe need to invest a bit more protection into making sure that that Brig is around to actually be able to provide the support with those shield bashes and actually help out with these DPS duels. Crazy Raccoon, find another
tough start.
pick as Sugar Free goes a little too aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting wiped here.
The only problem that Toronto's been running into since is they're losing the neutral. So when you lose the neutral, it becomes really difficult to get these first fights. Like, you need to at least split the neutral fights. Once again, just to give people, when I use like terminology, neutral is basically when there's no ultimates happening. You want to at least split those, right? Like 50-50 you can lose the first one, win the second. But if you keep losing those, you're like, especially on maps like this, it's just guaranteed to lose the first point. Great aggression here by CR, though.
That is going to be first point. Toronto Defiant aren't capping.
That's okay. I mean, Defiant shouldn't be too discouraged by this. You know? Well, I like the cap here. It gives them time to go regroup, so CR can't just run into their spawn to like stop their rotation. Wait a second.
Wow, someone's health bar just evaporating. Crazy just gonna run over them now, especially with this rally. It was a worthwhile attempt.
You know what I don't?
Yes, ultimate, nor the rally.
How many times have you seen me watch this map chat and wonder why the team that is behind ults for that point when it's towards the bottom of it?
It's going to be so important.
I guess the good news is, how's it going, Vet? I guess the good news is
each of them can actually tick up in progress. And I even think, like, taking a look at this cage from Junbin,
is that they got like both support outs out, but like I just don't. Good job by someone.
It's already down as well, so that focus fire is good. Cage comes in,
it's just like, but like look at Toronto's ult pool again. It just feels like I would have much rather. Can you still get the? No, you're looking at the current OWCS drop that we have is the Mercy one. It just feels like I'd rather see Toronto have like ultimates going into the second point than using it all in the first point. Because now they're just down on ults again. They're behind. And the one thing on Flashpoint is you win through ult economy. So.
He goes in, gets a lot of damage on Lip, trying to force that race form, but Lip's got bullets with Sugar Free's name on.
Toronto was trying to force that play. I like it to an extent,
surely he
but like it's when you go with like a
gonna get it. Oh,
well, they got,
hasn't got enough time, sadly.
in Overwatch terminology, they call it like a dry blade, where you don't have any, like, anything else to go with it. It just is really tough to get kills there. Like, CR could literally just use Juno ult here and win.
They want to go aggro. They want to get in your face, in your backline.
No, we...
RuPaul just succumbs to the lip. Reaper once again, but this orbital rate...
Wait a second. At first, I was a little bit like, wait a second, but honestly...
A rally actually expended here by Toro. That seems like a rally.
Not bad. At first, I was like, and then I'm like, oh, okay. I see the vision now.
Maybe just the sustain to allow Crazy Raccoon to get back.
You know, I see the vision.
Find the ultimate.
Now they got an ult advantage. CR kind of hecked up, by the way, there because they use Brig ult.
There you go. The complete spawn tech. Rip someone, speed them, and then change to Brig and Bash at spawn. There you go. You're 1, 2, 3.
Brig ult. Yep, there it is. Oh no, you're gonna have to use your Mauga ult now. Yep. Didn't want to have to use it, but that pick on Juno was important. They should be good. I think that if Toronto does this right, they can take this point.
Good kill.
How often do teams have exactly the same comps? It's common. I will say this. When heroes like Mauga and Orisa aren't meta, you see a lot less mirrors nowadays. Unfortunately, Blizzard's been trying to figure out ways to... get out of that meta, and then they end up buffing the heroes again, and they're back in meta again. So, Reaper ult's going to have to be used here. Oh, they went with Blade. No Reaper ult yet.
Choring in his fights, Keystang as well, a deflection on the whip shot. As Crazy Raccoon, they're still coming up with the kills. Junbin finds 2. Keystang can't finish off. RuPaul, the sticky bombs at the very end, narrowly gets the kill.
No!
Keystang.
Oh, no, it was looking so good.
And again, he comes up clutch.
One more flashpoint for Crazy Raccoon, and they get their revenge. And a chance at it in that grand final.
It was looking so good, too, and then they just...
You called out. Keystang is putting up numbers. He's getting the kills. He's having that clutch for Crazy Raccoon and giving them this opportunity. Sugar Free wants a chance to show us, too.
I like that play by Sugar Free. I like the play by Toronto there. It's just... Heisang was basically just sitting on the high.
Just microwaves him with that focusing beam. Nothing is stopping Hiimishie right now. Point captured.
Damn,
time in a row.
that was interesting.
Start off with a cap.
Hiimishie's proving everybody that he deserved that role MVP. And he might just do it if he can get Crazy Raccoon back into that grand finals.
All right, see how this goes.
4 ults on the board for Crazy Raccoon. Toronto having 3 double support ultimates here to help them keep them in this game.
Yep. Well, it's going to be everybody pops their ultimates at once. It's just going to be like a all-in, everybody pops out. Ooh, actually. Good job by CR. I expected them to overreact a little bit. There was some communication across the board where they said don't use Juno ultimate. See, CR is playing for ult economy. CR is playing for ult economy right now. That's why they chose not to use the ult. They chose to use a couple. They like communicated which ones to use, and now they can come back with the Juno ultimate. Toronto needs to make a play with Merit or Sugar Free here with their ultimates, and even that might not be enough. This Death Blossom is going to be the part. Yeah.
Crazy Raccoon just wiped the floor.
Welcome to Juno ultimate.
Final fight potential here. Crazy Raccoon are gonna play up Cage in 10%.
Once again, Toronto's hopes fall on the back of Sugar Free, one of the star DPSs for this roster.
Yep.
And it's gonna have to be the biggest duplicate.
We'll see.
Duplicate from Sugar Free, looking for a target, doesn't want to get taken out by Hiimishie yet again.
Probably go Mauga. You need the Mauga shield to like help with a little bit of this fight. Oh, Reaper. Okay, Reaper's good too. Reaper's good. I like Reaper too because you can get your ult really fast. Sugar Free clutches it out with the Reaper. Lip is going to be on Mauga, though, with no cardiac overdrive. Yeah, backs away. Sugar Free clutches it out, gets 2. Lip and Shu. Sugar Free with another Reaper out there. Good job by Sugar Free. Well played. Toronto now has the advantage going into this next team fight because of that Juno ultimate. Okay. You're going to see CR is going to slow this down a little bit because they're close enough to Juno ultimate. I think they will. I think they're going to start doing a little bit of poke damage. You just go in, just use your Juno ult. Do not. Oh no! The flank! No! They keep giving them the space and they don't use the ult. That's it.
Crazy Raccoon and Hiimishie, 'tis truly a master of works that creates beauty from what is so plain. Crazy Raccoon with a
good play.
Eliminate
Still though, I do think for a, if we want to take a silver lining out of this, I do think Toronto played much better than they did yesterday and proved that with more time, more practice against these really good teams, that they can really go into next year and start to take more maps and even win a series. So that was a 3-0, but it wasn't like a huge stomp. It was a much better map than yesterday. Obviously, CR was much better there, but it wasn't the same stomp that we saw yesterday. And there was opportunity here where it looked like Toronto was going to sneak a map in, or there was a chance to win a whole, win 2 maps. So not bad. Also, I don't really fault not using the Juno ult there by Toronto in a sense. There's an issue right now in Overwatch where flying heroes are very silent, so there's a very good chance that they didn't even hear that echo on the flank. And it's Mauga versus Mauga. All right, CR, engage first. Stop letting them engage on you. Double brig trade. Ooh, okay. Oh, we got a different start this time.
And that's got to be good there for Crazy Raccoon, right? Get a fight win early.
Well, it's not really a fight win yet. It's like an even matchup that goes in favor for a second.
They're going to try and contest, go on in, but Crazy Raccoon in a good spot to take the point first. Junbin tucks into the corner here, is going to force Smurf to move out more into the open. Lip's looking for an opportunity, but it's a regroup.
Ooh, what a stomp. Good trade by Stalker.
Always seems to be there with that focusing beam. Crazy Raccoon still in control, but not for much longer.
Still a much better start for CR. I want to say, still a much better start. It wasn't like an early pick. Shu wasn't coming in there getting early pick instead of Dot. Thanks for the finish, man. Thank you.
Just kind of getting on the point. You have it for a few seconds. The fight comes in. Falcons, but they have a few players that still linger there on the high ground, so they're able to kind of come from both sides. And Crazy Raccoon not able to deal with it. Lip knows that he's being tracked as he pops out of the Wraith Walk. He gets stunned.
Okay, you're gonna get a Team Falcons Juno ultimate very quickly here. They might try to do the TP play first. No, they have to counter Juno ult. Yeah. I only say that because I'm so happy to see CR do exactly what they're supposed to do. I love that. That's how you do it. See, earlier they were letting Team Falcons dictate everything. CR said no. That's why I was excited. That's why my reaction's like, finally. CR has come back. Reaper ult from Proper soon. Yeah, this is to also help destroy the brig ult, not the brig ult, the Mauga ultimate. Good pick by Stalker on the lip. That's going to give them a little bit of advantage. He's saying it's a lot more trades now, though. A lot more trades. They're going to lose the team fight, but because they engage here, they get a little bit more point time. He's saying gets 2 picks. Still, though, not a bad team fight. Taking the fight to the Falcons rather than letting them take the fight to them. Good start. We got a good start here.
By Crazy Raccoon. So they're trying to take an early fight, maybe get that rally out early, maybe catch a player off by surprise. Doesn't work. Point back in favor to Falcons. Big day for the Raccoons, but both their theories were...
Now we're in the neutral. Until Stalker gets that ultimate, huge pick by Hiimishie because the Stalker won't get the ult now. Double cardiac overdrive, so both Maugas are going to have to regress in, otherwise they're dead. Yep. And CR takes that. So, just to point out, the reason why The reason why they need to charge after that is because they're just so vulnerable that they're better off getting value. Yep.
Much more competitive.
They're going to take a little bit of poke damage here to build up Juno ultimate, so Shu can use Juno ultimate. If not, they have to be ready to just charge in.
This will be interesting though. Both orbital rays here available.
Okay, double orbital ray coming up in about 5 seconds. Lip now has Reaper ult, so they're going to go in with both. Ready? Set. Go. Go, 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 go. There it is. Charging in. They're going to have the Reaper ult to go in. They do have the Stalk. They do have Stalker's ultimate, so it's going to be a little bit here. Lip used ult. Got rid of a little bit. Double Echo ult. Stalker has the ult, but doesn't have much opportunity. Going to go right into the Brig with it. The Brig disengages. Gonna die there. The Brig, that is. Oh, the Brig gets the health back, though. Stalker has to go back and help. It's still okay, though, because it's an even fight. Falcons have 0 ultimates going into this next fight. CR has their Mauga ult. If they can get aggressive. Team Falcons recognizes this now. They're going to go for an early play for the Juno. They're going to all in.
Not able to kind of play with the Crazy Raccoon squad on the point, so Team Falcons doing a nice job separating the supports from the rest of the squad. Looks the point.
Strong gets such little ult charge from that fight.
Stalker with a huge pick on Hiimishie, though, but they trade on the Juno. That Juno pick is huge. They're going to slightly disengage and start slow playing it a little bit. Yep, Stalker gets 2 important picks and then trades out. Oh my. What a clutch by Stalker. That's it? Wow.
Team win 2 fights in a row, right? It may end up deciding everything.
There's not enough time here for Crazy Raccoon.
Even with all of that.
Recalls the whip shot, wrong out. He's gonna have to avoid proper. Who's more than happy to take the fight?
This is so much better than the earlier match, though. You can tell. I gotta give credit to CR's coach, by the way. CR made adjustments already, and you can see it in real time. Just so you know. You're seeing it in real time. They're taking the engagements earlier. They're not letting them set up. It is a good sign that CR's playing this way, by the way. A much better performance by CR. Falcons, what can you say? Sometimes you just make a play, and that's what Stalker did. So,
you end up getting a kill early on.
Great start. Great start.
Playing around the outside of the cage, it's like, surely someone is close enough for me here. Too dangerous for him to get in and find a kill. Just a small error for Crazy Raccoon. Falcons with the maneuverability there. All right, let's run it back to City Center. Sim TP's out for both sides, and we are in the fray.
Yeah, it'll be Crazy Raccoon here and Falcons both trying to fight over this high ground, right? It's Crawford. Instead gonna go up the lift.
All right, it's always loser picks after this first map. Sorry, I accidentally muted my mic. I was gonna eat a piece of bread, so I muted my mic so I wouldn't chew in the mic. My mistake.
Too much of Hiimishie's damage. Crazy Raccoon get a good fight to start.
Yeah, you get control of the point first.
Great start for CR.
It's a point that you can hold on for
Much better
a
start.
very long time, especially with these type of comps, which are pretty high sustain. You can kind of play around that central killer. You can just have players flood in from the
Chat, I'm sorry for the upcoming unlucky ad. After this will be good. It won't happen again.
Falcons really knew they had to kind commit. Doesn't work out for them, so now through the choke, but here comes Jun Bin first with a stop. He's staying over the top.
I should have played it during the orchestra. That's on me. Duckman, thanks for the feature prime, thank you. But the orchestra was too good to skip out on, too. I couldn't do it. It was too good. After this, it should be good.
Still plays on that close corner, right? With the rest of his team just kind of
so CR can slow play this a little bit right now. I wonder if they're gonna CR, okay. One thing I want to say so far is CR did a really good job right here. Did a really good job here. Chat, can we get some blankies in the chat for Forkmore with the 5 gifted? Thank you, Forkmore. Forkmore says he's gonna save 5 people from the ads. Once again, I'll make sure the timings are good after this. I just kind of forgot during the orchestra to keep up with the timing, so my apologies on that one. Thank you, Fork. I appreciate it.
And tries to just land right on top of Junbin, stun that Maga, get him taken out early.
So now you're going to get into that alt mode now. So CR did have a good opportunity here to be able to win the team fight because of that, but then they end up trading out. Holy crap.
Falcons want to play around the point if they can. Stalker's going to have a free death loss on Cuban, doesn't have enough time to get a full channel off, and now he's going to be caught in the cage.
You know, I don't mind that. I get it, but I think it's just like, it's ambitious.
Falcons have a chance here to extend into the lead.
Yeah, I don't think
this is winnable here for Crazy Raccoon because you still have Proper and both supports alive against like 2 or 3 really weak players there for Crazy Raccoon. And there's no way you're going to just kind of barrel into the Reaper, even though he doesn't have great,
So CR has no ultimates right now. Smurf's going to be pretty aggressive here soon. The moment that you even see CR get in, they're going to start charging in. Give it about 3 seconds.
Good stickies on Chio that forced him out of line of sight. Proper also went low in that same
There it is. Okay, actually played it defensive. I'm surprised by that. They were setting the tone earlier, but a good job by Falcons.
This decision awful quick. Shoot desperately trying to stay alive, and Smurf charges on through. Big bad
Pac-Man, thanks for the gifted sub. And get some Blaney's in the chat for Wyland with a 5 gifted. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
75% on the point, right? Huge.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm saying I'll make sure the timings are good for now on. Thank you, everybody, for all the love. So now we're kind of in a neutral fight. What's going to happen here is Falcons are going to charge in and Reaper ult.
It's going to be damn near impossible.
That's why they're playing here, to get cooldowns out early. That's why you poke here. Now Proper has the ability to go in. Here it is, and there's the Reaper ult. Yep. Yep.
Over time, you will take down, and who's supposed to touch? It's just he staying
That's
left.
it.
It's a forlorn hope.
Damn, honestly, that was a little bit of a worse map there for CR, but I think this is going to be a good match.
It was against teams that
all right, here we go.
Buck the Malga trend. You might see Falcons be very confident playing the same way all the way through.
I really did like how CR was playing. But one thing I'll say, by the way, when they bring Hanbin in, I feel like Falcons play even more aggressive. Like even more aggressive than before. So CR needs to be ready for that and be ready to just match that.
I mean, if they're going to clap for you, they're going to clap for Pigeons, Matt.
I mean, hey, look. I think I'm...
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Just by a tad.
Yeah, duly noted.
Just by a tad.
Well, let's see here. We have our Malga comps hovered already. Lucio, a little burst of speed to get you out of the spawn, and then we will be off and running.
All right, here we go.
Settle up, nerds. It's time for map 2.
Both teams mirroring again. So no change in that. Excuse me.
Interested in being the instigators in that last.
Remember that this happened last time. They don't engage on the point. They fight off of the point because what matters the most? Winning the team fight. Doesn't matter if you grab 15% if you lose. Good trade though. They traded Malgas. They're gonna need one more trade to make this even remotely even, but yep. So they do lose the beginning part.
Falcons confident enough still to move to the point without their tank.
Yeah, you can't exactly push in without your Reaper, right? You lose your Reaper early on there. Poor Crazy Raccoon, there's no way you're going to send your Malga into...
Oh, Proper's just a really good player, I agree.
On the point.
Chasing his first world championship still, Matt. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy to think about.
He's staying over the top here. The torpedoes come in for healing, but it might not be enough.
Oh, Stalker again. Dude, Stalker's been playing well, but Lip does get a trade though. So they're gonna try to all in the Reaper, but that's why the Reaper teleported away, but they actually got a free pick right away. Shu goes for this, and this actually might turn into a... Okay, so that ended up working out because Shu recognized it was winnable. Not bad. I mean, this goes back to what we've talked about. Falcons has a bit of advantage right now because they have Juno Ultimate. So CR cannot just sit there. Like, they need to do something here. Either completely run off the point and let them take it with the Juno Ultimate, or go the heck in. Go the heck in is the strategy. Yep. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You don't let them sit there and go first. You go in, and that's exactly what they did. You saw them charge in, they led in. Team Falcons on paper should win that, but because you set the pace, because you set the tone, you win the team fight. Now we're in the neutral though, right? Hanman's probably going to get ult in time. So what do you do here? You go the heck in again and look for the Juno. Get the Reaper cooldowns out. Got the Juno. That's what I... Traded Junos. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine. We knew that was going to be tough, but that was the correct play.
I mean, you give up one of your own, right? You give up Chio, a fielder's still alive, but man, the value that
love this play. So the reason why Team Falcons is playing here is to get them to use their cooldowns early and make it so they cannot contest the point. What's going to happen here is CR is going to have to kind of stray away at a certain point to touch point. So it's going to be a 4v5 for a little bit. See? So, and they recognize that. They know someone has to touch. Very good play. Very good play by Team Falcons.
Not enough to get the first flashpoint. Falcons start with the lead.
You said bro Juno was such a bad hero, so easy to kill? No. Oh no. Juno is one of the best supports in the game, if not the best. I hate to break it to you. That ultimate is top tier. Like, it doesn't even matter if you can kill Juno in a team fight. Orbital Ray is worth it.
Just to reposition back to the point now. Come the Raccoons, they got an orbital ray to play with now. Death Blossom started off for Proper though. Oh!
Good job by Proper. It's the same thing. I think in theory they should still win this. Nope, there's the Juno ult. See ya. Bye. Good ult, good ult, good Mauga ult. That could actually change the fight.
And Falcons kind of got the action they wanted there, right? They had the later orbital ray, they kind of push on in, but that time it's a really nice cage play plus a rally there from Chorong. They're able to actually kind of use some of the pillars to get away from that Death Blossom that Stalker had.
Orbital rays because of everything. Yes, the healing and damage boost is good, but it's the damage boost and the ability to get it really fast. Which this is the pre-nerfed version of Juno. So...
Now that we're working with the cage fight from Hanbin, that is the focus in this fight.
I mean, they're going to go in again. They're going to have Proper go into the backline, engage, pop the ultimate. Cardiac Overdrive's up, so you have a second for the Mauga to live. It's down, Mauga's dead. That boop by Brig was actually really impressive. It actually gave him an opportunity. So, just a reset. It's going to happen. Suki, thanks for the 200 bits. Thank you, thank you.
I'm amazed they were able to keep him up for that long, let alone, right? As I know they keep him alive.
I never understand how they get ults so fast. Maybe it's a skill issue, Keck.
Well, a part of it's Juno, because if you get Juno ultimate really quickly, right? If you get Juno ult quickly, and there's a bunch of damage happening to you, here's my question. How quickly can you build ults? So think about this. So if Juno is constantly having ultimates where you get a bunch of increased damage, everybody else is going to build their ults really fast. That's why a lot of the time you want to not use it in, like, you know, you have to do it sometimes where you use like 4 people with the ultimate, but the idea is to use it just individually to build up ultimates, right? Great disengage by Falcons. Damn. I don't know who's winning this yet. Team Falcons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's ult economy now, too. It's so hard to say. I just don't... You know what it really feels like? Doesn't it feel like Falcons find more value in their Reaper ults? And I don't know what it is they're doing. I think what they do is they're really good at just saying proper, just go TP in, and trust that we will do everything for you to keep you alive. And it feels like Proper trusts that. So when they go in, Proper just ults. And trust that the team will do that. Like, watch how Proper uses this Reaper ult.
One of the preeminent echoes in the world trying to get away. But from the top rope, Fielder comes in with a whip shot and cleans them up.
It's just like how Jake mentioned, though, and it's like what we've been talking about, where a little bit more defensive there and just kind of changing up how these fights are being taken, right?
Like you're gonna see Hanbin just start sprinting in. Proper's gonna TP and just let the ult loose. Watch.
Then the cage comes down.
Oh, Eastside was not ready for that at all. He always had a dupe available.
See? You said he's Reaper ult in the Juno every time? No, yeah, I mean, look at that. That's what I'm saying. So, like, while the Mauga goes in, Proper hits the button. Not Mauga goes in and then Proper hits the button. You see where you're getting that value from?
But if that doesn't work, I mean, you were staring down the barrel being 2-0 real fast.
I mean, this is the fight right here. Fielder has
Yep.
a rally coming up. There's going to be a potential Duke Blossom to fight against. There's the charge. Look at him go. Wow, Fielder just tries to take it to Chio.
I want to say that it should go in favor of CR for this team fight. This is a team fight they should not lose. They killed the Juno. The healing won't be there.
Nice and healthy, but Raccoon have that cardiac overdrive. What a whip shot back on Hiimishie. No value.
You said clearly they're worse with the mirror comp. Why not change the comp then? It's easier said than done. That's how I see it. There's the orbital ray, and that's probably the map. Or not the map, but the... Yeah. Good job. Good job by CR to win that. I honestly thought that was going to go the other way.
But that's the type of fight that they needed.
Great job by CR.
Kind of break their way.
I honestly thought they were going to win that.
What happens right after that? It's 2 kills.
Now, Lip needs to do the same thing Proper's doing. Teleport in, start ult in, run in with Mauga. That's the play. Ready? Set. Go. Go.
That was it. We are going to have 2 cage fights, though. This is going to get very volatile very quick. Hartman builds it, goes for the cage straight away.
It's too late. It might work, but the timings are off. Do you see the timings? Chat? Do you see the timings, how they're different?
Rally.
Instrumental, Matt.
Yeah,
That's one of the differences I've seen so far.
Now is going to keep using that rally, getting everybody here to the point.
Okay, desperation
Damn.
time for Crazy Raccoon.
That's probably it.
Looks like
I don't even think get back to point. Oh, Jimin can.
Jimin has to time this perfectly. Over the top. Look at the touch. Whip shot.
There's enough time, though, actually.
Slap silly by the
Yep.
bridge.
2 up.
And there's just no fight left in this Raccoon squad. Proper gets a death blossom.
Dude, you see the difference, though? Like, where Lip used the Reaper ult as the team fight was already engaged. Okay? What Falcons is doing, just to make it clear, is they're TPing in as, and it's not their TPing in waiting for Hanbin to engage and then out. What they're doing is Hanbin's engaging in, and as the engage happens, Proper's hitting the ultimate. And what happens there is they have to look at the Mauga, and then they have to worry about the Reaper. So you're catching them off guard. What happened there in that team fight was Lip waited till the team fight engaged and then hit the ult. So it was like a 2 seconds difference, right? It's like a 2 second difference. It's not much of a difference. So if you're the coach there, you look at that and you go, okay, listen, this is what they're doing. We can do the same thing. They're not going to be able to stop that. There's no way they can stop that play if you even do it remotely correct. There's even room for error, right? There's even room for a little bit of error.
Not running the C.
So Happy's in, by the way. Happy is in because of Widow. Just to make that clear. So the reason why you bring in Happy is because first and third point especially is really dominant. Is really dominant for Widow. So it makes sense to bring in a Widow player to be able to, like, even though Proper has been playing like unreal, Happy has been known as one of the best Widows like in the game. And this has been for years like this. Like, even during, like, the peak of, like, Overwatch 1 Widow, Happy was, like, unreal on Widow. You didn't get to see it as much because Happy was on a couple different teams, but it was always well known that you did not want to go up against Happy's Widow. You just did not want to go up against Happy's Widow. So...
And a lot of work needs to be done from the Tracers. They're the ones that want to follow up this Winston dive when possible. Fielder is on his best roll. Shu's probably on his best hero as well. Let's go, folks, off to Gibraltar for a wild ride. As Crazy Raccoon come on the attack side here. Trace the Widowmaker, mirrored comps.
Yeah, I mean, you can't sort out a win, right, with Lip on Widowmaker and Shu on Ana. I don't know what else you can do.
Also, you notice who else Falcons brought in? Chat.
Pops into that side room there, shield up, knows Lip is likely in happening.
What tank do they have? Oh, was that Smurf?
Down here from both our tanks. Smurf is currently looking for an opening. And waiting for
yep, that's what I was saying, chat. That's why a dive map would have been like. Now, the Happy swap is going to be. This is going to be a good 1v1. Yep.
Gonna allow Smurf to take control of that top bridge.
This is going to be a good 1v1. The reason why nothing's happened, by the way, do you see why we call Widow the server admin right now? Do you see how much the game slows down for a while? Because everybody's afraid of getting one shot by Widow.
and connect onto one or more targets. He's also going to be really hard to dig out of this position.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah,
there's a pick by Happy.
But it feels like if you're going to hit these bio nades constantly from Fielder, eventually Smurf is going to be able to follow it up. And now Smurf coming through with 2 kills here.
All right, I got to start.
So there's one player. We always joke, like, bringing in players who are cold in the back. There's one player you could probably bring in and just kind of play Widow.
Is benching proper really the play?
Out of the crowd, put him up there.
Happy's a very good Widow. It's a part of their strategy.
That's deflating for Crazy Raccoon. They get stopped in their tracks here. Basically, in the first fight, it's a pick that starts it off right. This sees Chorong taken down. And then Smurf looks to get involved. He's got Primal.
And you said that, and what you said, by the way, Alexander, what I will say about that,
here as well for Falcon. So
what I'll say about that
here for Crazy Raccoon
is sometimes it's also the teams you're on. Like, if you're not getting, like, the proper protection or you don't, like, your team's constantly getting rolled, etc., it can be a lot easier to have, like, a hot and cold type of style, if you get what I'm saying. I hope that's making sense. Sorry, I maybe didn't explain as well as I could have. Okay, so...
he tries to chase. I mean, yeah, sure, he chases Happy all the way out, but the rest of his team is just getting carved
Dude,
by Smurf.
Wow.
That's not even the Nano use there for Team Falcon.
I mean,
precise. And also, it's Stalker doing a great job. Just
all right, Nano, Winston, both sides. Get ready, chat. Oh, what a stick.
Okay, that's going to catch on to Happy. Big opening there for Crazy Raccoon. Rally comes out from Chio, though. As Chorong goes down, he's by a bio. Smurf follows it up. He almost had his rally, too. Just as Crazy Raccoon looked like they'll be able to get started. They get knocked down.
Nano for both Winstons.
Played by this bridge the entire round. He's not been forced out of this position whatsoever.
Jumper's going to die with Nano. Oh. That was close. Lip finally gets involved, picks Smurf off. Jumper had to get a Nano there from Shoot. Chio is the one getting Nano this time. That's very, very hard to kill this brick, but a bio is going to help.
Okay. Finally seeing CR take it. Nice.
Finally, Crazy Raccoon get going.
Bit of an unlucky go there.
Falcons. It's just you need to keep Fielder and Stalker alive. As you end up losing Fielder here, you're not going to have a ton of healing now.
Crazy Raccoon push up. There's a good chance we see.
Hey, looks like my Winston gameplay right there. Good job by CR. A little bit of a slow start, but good job recovering there. Now we get the Widow duel on second.
There's no way you're going to be able to keep Smurf topped up.
There's a chance the Widow swap off on second if there's like a weird like standstill that happens, but
control, and that's going to be a good way to do it as the Widowmaker duel goes in favor of Happy.
Happy waiting for his opportunity to get to the stage here. Looks like he's been well and truly warmed up already. Stalker did fall to a Bionade here, but Falcon's adamant about maintaining this shuttle position. If they get forced out of here, things get a little dicey. Infrasight from Lip here.
Wall's got to back up for now.
But Lip's being forced out of position. Smurf gets in his face. Jubin gets the job done. Picking field. Oh my goodness, how?
Good luck.
Is he allowed to get away with this?
I mean, that's all 3 repair packs from Chorong used onto the Widowmaker.
How is he able to get away with that? Because it's burst heal from Brig, and Widow's hard to kill even with... Yep.
All the Falcons looking to group up on that left side.
Honestly, I think it could be a good pulse bomb opportunity here.
That's going to be a problem for Falcons as Hiimishie goes.
Oh, Hiimishie has the health HP too. There's the Brig armor pack though, the first heal. Honestly, that pulse bomb made sense though. Tracer has the 1v1 bottom left. Ooh, Lip! Okay. Smurf has to ult backline to even make this a possibility. But the problem is, might have to go back point too, so... This is a unique one because if Smurf gets off card, there's a chance they end up losing it. But I think the Brig was holding the point for now. So... Good reset. Good ult. You're going to get a Brig ult out of CR here in about 5 seconds on card. They need to get into a position. There it is. This is just to get map control. They know there's not a Winston ult. There's a Nano on Winston. What up kill gets the Brig. Widow's getting...
And then it's slowed up, dispersed. Lip doesn't have an opportunity to take the shot. He's being pressured down too heavily. And what a bubble dance from Smurf. Shu didn't know what hit.
Holy crap.
And just the pressure.
Why do they mirror? A lot of the comps are like solved comps that work. Like it's not like a rank game where the team works all over the place. You're trying to one-to-one the other heroes like counter swaps. It's like, for example, you run Ana Brig here because Ana Brig is a really hard backline to kill. And it's only really killable when you Nano Winston. How do you do that? You keep your Ana alive with the Brig, rinse and repeat. Winston then builds up ult really quickly, you rotate ultimates, and then you do this. So
On that left side high ground, Crazy Raccoon are trying to set up, but they're being disrupted constantly. Nice bio under pressure there from Shu. Chio is brought down as a result, but Lip is gone yet again. Stalker holds a pulse here if he needs to stop this attack. The momentum is already draining away. There's 15 seconds left.
Yeah, you're leaving
Good sleep, but then the brig. Good purple. Oh, the out timing. Oh no. The backline's unkillable now, but they got to make sure they have point presence also while not dying. They have the Winston on point. They're fine. They can take time here to heck with Smurf. They can take time to kill Smurf. Good peel. They're trusting that they can survive on cart. Brig out. We got a Nano, though. They're going to be able to dive the brig. There's the brig dive. With the bubble isolation, forces the Ana out, gets the kill on the brig. Now, the Ana's stuck bottom left. I would say go for the Ana now in the back left, but they got to stay on cart just in case. Have the Tracer go. Have Winston stay there for bubble. Good sleep. Hits the Nano on point. And Winston's won. And they get the point. Holy crap. Oh my!
And there was a little brief moment.
I don't know if there's a list of stuff on there.
Like, oh, we've seen this story before, right?
That's why I wanted them to dive the Ana sooner, because the Nano.
They end up coming out on top. And
CR has a slight advantage here with Brig. It's gonna slow down for a second because they wanna get bridge control here. So the reason why you get bridge control is to create space with the Widow to be able to get a good angle. Lip wants. You see where the Smurf just went? That they're gonna dive there to try to control that high ground to set up Lip. The brig out there. The brig will be fine. Yep. Huge pick. Now Happy will have or Lip will have high ground control above. You'll see where Lip ends up at. Huge pick. Lip's gonna start taking map control after these kills. Good trade on the brig, but. Lip can now set up too. They're going to be aggressive with Winston ult, and then they're going to Nano the Winston after. Good job by Stalker to just stop the cart. Start with Winston ult, don't use Nano. Also maybe use Nano as a survivability tool for the brig. You don't have to use it on Winston. So don't be surprised to see a random Nano on like the brig when they get the deep dove. Well, missed the Nano, so. Worked out anyway. Pulse the brig. Yep. Woohoo! We got a game, baby. We got a game. Ended up being a good decision to not save the brig with the Nano. So giving it to the Winston is exactly what we said was going to happen with Junming. Like go into the back line, pop your ultimate, and then get Nanoed. Worked out. Let's go. We got a good game here. Hog hook off high. That's really the whole idea. I like how Smurf's just laughing, like missed by a mile. All right, here we go.
And remember on the defensive side how.
Oh, also, just to save chat from getting into any arguments there, John's just trying to bait people into the Juno thing. So, don't fall for it.
Junbin stakes his claim to that causeway. Does not want to let Smurf just chill and get healed up.
Now, it also helped for Smurf.
Here we go.
Right? That Fielder is landing 2-3 player bios all the time, and another 2-player bio there. That's like to the high ground. Hasn't even hit that. That connects on Junbin and Shu. Junbin's having to find Gio though, at the very least here. Happy trying to protect Fielder.
Okay. Okay, I'm loving this. I'm liking this.
Widowmaker, and that's a successful first fight for the defenders.
A little sneaky Junbin 3K there. Back bio from Shu. Will be Stalker putting some pressure there. On a Lip, they want to get this payload moving. They want to get under that underpass.
No.
All the way to the server room.
I wonder where he's been. Hope everything's well with him. It's been a long time.
Playing through the underpass now. It's Junbin set up looking for the Widow. Yep, that's the dive over towards Happy. It's going to be a while before Heestan can join them there. But Lip has plenty of room, and it's going to be Chio going down first.
Here we go.
Anti-heal, but Heestan
nice pick.
Taking the game over. So much so that Lip can just sit back and wait for his moment to come alive. What a slap! Stalker reeling after that one, and Happy he's trying to get out of dodge. Oh,
good start so far.
That's a pulse bomb. Yeah, I saw it.
He just killed everyone. Just quietly.
Sick pulse bomb there. Connection.
It says, isn't it easier as Winston to defend or attack?
Look, Crazy Raccoon in a great spot here on defense. Primal now.
Some advice I've given in spectating is play defense like you would play on attack.
Starting to come alive, right? You don't want to give these players confidence.
Map control. Worry about the objective occasionally. Ooh! Nice shot by Happy.
Likely is waiting to use this until Lip uses his field of falls, though. Despite a Bionade connecting onto Shu, they're not able to get rid of the Raccoon's Ana. And Junbin once more is busy.
Holy crap.
Off of Happy.
Look at the ults on CR. They're going to be able to rotate this quickly. So you're going to see CR probably go for an aggressive backline pressure. I wouldn't doubt it if they try to trade out Nanos here. So, like, Smurf's going to go in to try to disrupt the high ground. That's going to be the first step.
Falcon's been dominating Crazy Raccoon all day long. It'll be insight from both teams. So both Widows going to have that knowledge. Everybody on the field as well. So you're not going to see much happen here for a little bit. But actually, it's going to be Smurf there.
Ended up doing the...
Just the primal, really.
Yep.
There's an infraside here in this fight. Smurf does so much of that work. Shu had a Nano, no chance to use it. Now Raccoons just hope they can group up enough to have...
The problem is that when CR tries to regroup here, there's going to be a Nano on Smurf. So I think CR can actually... Yeah, you can primal point. And Lip came back as Venture, so you have that opportunity. Winston's going to be nanoed soon. Oh! Did they get the Nano off, though? No. No. Oh, and you can see that failed or tried, too. But Smurfin went a little bit too deep into the back line. So that's what happened.
Right to get on the point, get a touch, and now below 30 seconds, right? Primal here still available for Junbin. Happy over to Cassidy here, just kind of counter that Venture on the other side. Smurf's gonna have to go crazy with this Nano.
One last fight for the...
Well, I mean, this could get a kill in the back line. You definitely need to get the Nano onto Winston. There it is. Brig bashed away towards server, but that's going to isolate the Tracer to the Brig. But the Ana gets server control now. Gets the kill. Nice. If the Brig dies here, this could be huge. This might get really close really fast. They're going to have a Venture on point, though, because Venture got picked off really early. On his one. Smurf gets out, but it's a little bit like more of like a I need to ult this, not a I want to ult this. We got a game, baby. We got a game.
That SSG team I spoke earlier. Pardon me. Kings Row.
You said, is Max better at Brawl? Here's what I'm assuming is happening. They just need to try something else. That's what's happening. They're realizing that they're not quite winning on the timings. So I think with Max, they're just saying, you know what? Maybe we get better timings. Maybe there's a little bit more synergy in this comp. It's not about the skill of Junbin. It's more of like, you just need to try something. They haven't won a Amalgam Mirror yet against Falcons, so why not? Why not? You know? I think that's what it is. It's just they need to try something. Alright, they traded out? They did lose Juno, though. That's not good. That's not good. What were the codes for? The Black Cat bundle.
Been a little bit of a difference in terms of tank, but for me, I mean, Proper has been so aggressive on the...
Is it try out what NRG did? I think it's too late to do that. This NRG had practice on that. That takes a little bit more. You need some practice on that comp. Good job, by the way, by CR to like lose their Juno, but then win this overall team fight. What a start! That was looking rough because they lost their Juno, but they ended up winning it. Ooh, Stalker's been playing lights out.
The cardiac overdrives, but they're able to deal with Hanbin early. That kind of eliminates all Falcons' staying power on the point.
Heastang's not back yet. Nice little pick there on the back foot by Stalker means that Crazy Raccoon have to play off the point entirely. So in the choke and through the hotel.
Yep. Juno ultimate out of Falcons, though. This is going to be where they can really win this. I do like what Max did, though. Got really aggressive. They ended up trading out on the Junos, counter with their own, making a 4v3. If they can kill the Echo, they won't get Reaper ulted, but there's this huge bash. Damn. Wow. That was almost one. That was almost one. Holy crap.
You get from Stalker getting that Reaper in play. Like, I know, obviously, they make changes to Dupe a very long time ago, right? In terms of, like, max HP you can acquire, right?
Like 300 is the most.
Oh, you're talking about the codes? Yeah, I mean, people probably claimed him pretty quickly, yep.
Overdrive.
What a start.
But with 2 Reapers on the other side, they're still not able to deal with Stalker rather quickly. He's able to get tons of value.
Yeah, copying the Malga definitely feels like the less optimal option. It's probably some edge.
Snowman, thanks for the 9 months of the tier 1. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, you're almost better, you know.
Yeah, CR has no ult, so what you want to do is you want to hold at the archway there.
Emongg, do you think we will ever see a rain meta again? I need more big slams in my life.
Truthfully, probably not with 5v5, only because of the pressure that DPS is now. I think you'll see Rein spots on maps, and I think you'll have certain areas where you see Rein, but they've already overtuned Rein now, so I don't see them buffing Rein a ton. Now, if they tone back on other tanks, and yeah, like you might see like a mapper here, like you don't want like first point Eichenwalds, third point Eichenwalds, you know, you can see Rein teams. Like, I don't think we'll see a Rein versus Rein like we do Malga versus Malga type of meta. But there could be a moment in time where we see Rein like in some of the meta comps, right?
So it's going to be Stalker going over the top of the Reaper yet again.
As expected, that means that Max is going to be under the pump.
Lip has ult soon, so if Lip, Lip's dead. Saw that coming.
And adds it to the mix immediately. Lip there can't do much about it. Death Blossom and another Reaper looking at him.
I gotta give credit to Proper. Proper
and the momentum looking good for Team Falcons here.
Is like been unreal this tournament.
They've now built up ahead of Steve, and they're
if for some reason Team Falcons wins this, I don't. Who gets? Proper's been popping off, but so is Stalker.
Team Falcons makes quick work of that second check.
Like it's like who gets like the like who would get it? I don't know.
With that double support ult, you got to use this, right? Get up to that corner.
They're both been unreal. When you have your DPS players both playing at like an S tier level, it's.
Max coming in to relieve John Bin. There it is. Okay, Proper trying to spin to win there, but the orbital ray for Crazy Raccoon covers up most of that Reaper damage. Now amidst the beam.
Good job by CR, but my concern starts again with look at the ults.
But a chance at least to breathe.
Yeah, it's an absolute
CR, please play aggro.
Shu using the orbital rate early on. Proper comes in with a Death Blossom. That Death Blossom has Shorong pop that rally.
Yeah, Fielder's been playing well. I agree.
Fast, but Falcons at that point probably is okay with the result, right? Never want to lose.
Juno ult if they don't.
Support ult's gone. So he's probably okay with it.
Reaper, Proper not quite ready for it, but Hiimishie has to back away. There's an orbital ray in play for Team Falcons, and they flip the map. Crazy Raccoon on the outside looking in. Need to find a way to stop this card. Hiimishie goes for the high ground first, but he's duped here. He's eventually going to drop down.
So they kind of
here, and he's back in Echo form. There's a cage fight active though for Max now, and Hiimishie can just play around the fringes of it. It's Chio for Chorong. That's the trade, but a later cage fight behind him now. He's a Death Blossom of Lip. Struggles to find value, and Falcons eking out these small value trades.
Yeah, the duplicate comes.
I mean, if you're Falcons, you get aggressive with Brig ult here in about 4 seconds. Never mind, no Brig ult. They're gonna lose this. Good play. And this right here, by the way, is what's making Falcons so good. They recognize real quickly when the fight's over, and I think that's it's very interesting because usually you see really good like ult economy, but like CR just they always expend their ults in these like, oh, we can win this situation, and Falcons is like, you know what? Let's just wait a second. We have an advantage. Let's go in with our ults. They're gonna go in with Brig ult. They're gonna copy Reaper or Malga.
Extra Malga coming in for Stalker. Fielder's gonna hold the front line here with that.
Fielder has ult. Yeah.
Blown to smithereens. Oh, that is rough stuff. Proper gets in there, knocking heads together, and Team Falcons.
Damn. Yeah, well, exactly. But they also, and someone in the chat said, but they also recognize when it's winnable, even when they are down 1. Exactly. So it's just, it really feels like ult economy is a thing, but I also think they're definitely not using Reaper ult in the same way that Team Falcons does, and that is where I'm seeing the make or break with the team, is that the Reaper value ult is going in favor of Falcons every single time they play the Malgamir. And once it's the same play. I explained it on Surasa. This is how it works. Or yeah, Surasa. This is how it works. They teleport the Reaper in, the Reaper starts ulting. As the Reaper starts ulting, the Maug is charging in. They don't know where to look. They get a free kill. Even if they lose the Reaper, they get the Juno most of the time, and they just win the team fight. And then even if they don't, the ultimates that are needed because the Juno's dead, CR ends up using more of their ultimates, and then Falcons struggle. I mean, not Falcons. CR struggles after that because they don't have the ult economy. So it's like, it's that one simple play that I'm seeing happening. And if they can fix that, like in real time, I think it's going to be a lot closer. But until they fix that, if they even do, that becomes the problem. Does Darker's echo different? I mean, I'll say this much: it's a lot easier to echo diff when everything is working across the board, though. You know what I mean? Like a lot of what's happening is that CR ends up on their back foot, and it's just hard to make the plays. So
2 minutes and 3, that's quite a climb. They're gonna have to be quick.
Yeah, and considering, right, Falcons, they just kind of ran through that second part of the map. So it's gonna be Crazy Raccoon here on offense.
That's what I was saying, Paragon. It's not even like that's why I'm trying to explain. Like, it's not like what people would consider a diff. It's like when your team is losing some of these team fights, how can you even do anything to your fullest when that's happening, right? Good start. Really good start by CR here.
He couldn't ask for a better start, right? No, Falcons, it took them a little bit to take that first point, but then they kind of cruised through the second part of the map. Here for Crazy Raccoon, you end up taking point A pretty much instantly. Not even really a full fight. Just kind of like,
oh yeah, Starker's had some great moments, but I think T-Sang's had some really good moments too.
Parlay that into a fight win. So
okay, good start. Best start you could ask for, and now CR is going to be able to.
You're in great shape.
Absolutely. Falcons don't want to take that fight.
I want you to watch proper during these team fights and how he sets up.
The wings for this cart to move close. Despite losing that first fight, Falcons still have pretty even ult charge here. Pops open for a little bit more, down for a big death blossom for the orbital remains. He can play amongst it. There's the blossom. Lip has one of his own though, and Promise just seems to be supercharged.
And the orbital ray in those chokes. And then the death blossom there.
That's where the value's happening. The Reaper ults. See? See, like it. Do they have to use the same characters? No, it's just what meta is. They're gonna play the best possible comps they believe is best, and then usually mirror. A couple changes here and there, but nothing extravagant.
Hi, Arnie.
But I don't know if they're going to be able to finish him off.
Looks like they wanted the fight on the corner to Crazy Raccoon, but that cage's now down. He's staying stunned up briefly, looking for a shoulder charge connection, but doesn't find it. Would have been Stalker his intended target. He's able to slip through and get Shu with the Death Blossom. A TP to the backside. He'll be ready with the echo cooldowns when they're needed. And in we go. Stalker pops out now. Sticky bombs deployed. Look at Hiimishie, just a tickle. Falcons here have still managed to maintain this position.
Hey, bud.
Max is too low. Those stickies are going to end him.
But, you know, when Crazy Raccoon go around the corner and they use that cage fight, and you get Hanbin in it, but you do not get that kill on the Hanbin. And also, like, Fielder doesn't even pop that rally during that, right? So then the cage fight goes away. You come back, you use the rally, then you have a healed up Hanbin. You push right on through with the Death Blossom, then the Reaper.
Arnie just tried jumping up on the computer from there and did not hit. He tried jumping up on the computer from here and just whiffed. I got you, buddy. You're good. So I picked him up and put him on top of it.
On the Reaper. Just doing work. I mean, the cage fight comes on.
Just staggering.
He's not getting out. No way.
He's all good. He's up there now. I picked him up and put him up there.
Now, I mean, look at how bad this is, right? They got 2+ minutes off the clock, and Robert just goes in way too deep. Because here we're going to have double support ult, right? You could have still just played in this choke.
Honestly, if Lip can get on point here and they can stagger out this Mauga for as long as possible, this is a good...
Carpet is being staggered virtually, so he knows he needs to
Also, the reason why Proper pushed up there was because they wanted to push up there as a team. Proper just was one step ahead of him. That's what happened there. It wasn't Proper was like, let's go in 1v5. They were trying to go in together as a team, but Proper was a little bit ahead.
Let a lot of time off, man.
A little bit ahead.
Minutes on the clock as Crazy Raccoon were pushing into that first choke. Great defensive effort here from Falcons. With the Falcons down, of course. Stalker, passive to start, but then a dive into the backline.
They stopped the Reaper ult. There we go.
Finally, Lip finds an edge. Playing second.
See, there it was. They bashed the Reaper ult, and then they won the fight. I'm telling you, it's been the Reaper ults. That's been the difference in this game. It's Reaper ults. You find that value, that's what happens. So great job to bash that ultimate, and that enables that. I still think Lip needs to do what Proper's doing in those other type of team fights that aren't as straightforward as that, though. He's saying he's probably going to go either Mauger or Reaper here, depending on the situation. Definitely not going to go that now after what a nice shot by the Juno.
Juno here for Falcons defensively, but their DPS are still firing in all cylinders. Look at the TP forwards here, or rather back to his team. As losing that one player, they're losing the Echo, slows them up.
Yeah, you lose a player early there for Crazy Raccoon, but it also felt like...
Okay, here we go.
Ilip is the one who kind of has to make a play there, right? Up on that high ground, needs to try and find a pick onto a supporter of the Echo.
All right, 2 Reapers in play. Heisang goes for the Duke now.
Good trades. Both Juno's dead. Heisang gets the Reaper ult, and they win the team fight. Ults are even. Stalker has ult, though. That's the difference here. This is a neutral fight outside of Stalker. I think they just need an early pick. Straight up, they just need an early pick. Those shots there actually might give them some ult charge.
On and off angle, could be caught out of position here, and they're looking at
Mauga versus Mauga. Good disengage. That is a proper disengage, but it's not going to be enough. Oh no, the Brig ult. The patience.
Fielder's able to use his to full effect. Crazy Raccoon want to force back, but this is likely just a bluff. They're still lacking that 5th player in Chorong. Okay.
The Moira was the fade forward and then switch back. Here we go. Lip gets Proper though. Gets out to survive. Okay, please do this aggressive play. Oh, please.
Still come out on the bad side in terms of the trades. Those are scenarios you absolutely need to win. Like Psycho was talking about, layering their ultimates, not playing it properly. That's an example right there. You use those 2 ultimates in the spawn, you don't even get a full team fight win.
Yes, 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 I love this, I love this! I still love the aggressive play from behind, though. It was a little bit unlucky on the timing, but I love that, like, aggression.
Raccoons have lost Chorong here. No one's answering Lip, though, for the time being. It's hard been trying to get out. Finally, Crazy Raccoon inch forward, but they have no chance.
Like, that's what, like, we need to see more out of. Oh, the Juno, be careful!
The dupe here from Hiisang, he's going to go for the brick just to try and stay alive.
It's worked out so far. A rally can be built up.
Pop rally.
8 seconds of dupe still to work with. Maybe superfluous, maybe unnecessary.
I mean, this gives them a little bit of overshield.
Have to pull out all the
what do they have?
finish the map.
They might get Brig ult in time. And that's good luck, Brig. Yeah, back up, back up.
That's brutal. I mean, he's got rally.
Damn, what a good ult. Grass, thanks for the freeze round them. Thank you.
And they've been reset. They've been sent back to Lumbridge.
And you can see through the X-ray, right? Hanbin's kind of like lurking on that corner. And then as soon as he sees Strong around him, he's like, thank you, just traps him in the cage.
Just an absolute free kill there. Running for Crazy Raccoon, they've got to go for it. Stomp comes in, Hanbin's going to be knocked down, but Shu's the one that falls for the sticky bombs. The defender's imperious right now. Falcons do lose Hanbin though. Frontline missing. Stalker trying to replace him in the meantime with his dude, but my god, it's worked. Now charging into the fight.
It's just the picks by Stalker onto the Juno is just like, you can't, it's just, there's nothing you can do in that situation when you're in CR's position because you just don't have one of the best ultimates in the game.
Chorong going on the Lucio, trying to get there.
Okay, Max does get out, but he needs a long time to get healed back up. Time is ticking. Touch here for Chorong, but he has to give up his life now. It's going to be a dupe used there. Stalker switching over to...
Oh, there's some more codes in there. You said there's a soldier mythic weapons? Well, that's a pleasant surprise for people who got it then. Yep. It's just, well, you said they keep killing Shu. But the thing is, the truth is, it's not like it's not fully on Shu at that point. Because what's happening is Stalker and Proper go into the back line way more than CR does. The way that CR does is they plays a death ball, and they just kind of shoot at emongg, right? So what's happening is they go into the backline aggressively, and then they pressure the Juno. So when that's happening over and over again, at a certain point, you need to be able to do the same thing. But they're not making that adjustment. They're like, okay, we're going to shoot emongg, we're going to get into this brawl, we're going to hope for the best. Meanwhile, Proper's like, I'm TPing to the backline, okay? And Stalker's like, if you're not doing it, I'm doing it. It's just a difference in strategy, and if they can make that adjustment early, they still have time.
The structure and protocols of how they played these fights.
There we go. Thank you, crowd. Thank you for the second countdown of this.
We're out of the gates on the Esperanza.
There we go. They got it, Chad. They got it.
For Team Falcons. And the Raccoons are going to leave it
We're
all
good.
out there
We're
one
good.
way or another.
Yeah, and first fight here is massive, how it usually always is on push. You see he was Proper.
Come on! Come on, CR!
And like we've been talking about, doing a tremendous job, taking these off angles, putting pressure on the supports. Shu and Choro.
Guys creeping up. He's staying noticed him trying to get in position, so he's able to stave the flank attempt off for the time being, but Proper is never one to be kept down.
Yes, competitive push is 10 minutes, quick play is 8 minutes.
Knocked to the ground as Lip will make sure he doesn't get up.
Yeah,
good trades.
It'll be Crazy Raccoon picking up Smurf right away. Now they should get in control of the bottom.
Yeah,
Few players still here though for Falcons, so not entirely over just yet. Is you're gonna lose Chio, but Proper is still on the loose.
Jumbo though so healthy here.
Proper again.
A little bit of a problem. Proper's actually able to get him to get out of there. He'll have to double back himself and be topped up.
So you get rid of Smurf early, you don't even turn
Damn.
into anything, right? I mean, it's just 1 meter of progress here for Falcons, just the bot taking 2 steps away. But I mean,
you killed the Malga.
Quite the slow play here.
Proper just, again, always asking for a little bit more.
Okay, watch Proper now. Proper is going to TP in at a certain point, or is going to hide with Reaper All. It's one of the two. Yep. You see how that is, by the way? And this is what I've been trying to explain a little bit, okay? Do you see how the way they do Reaper Ult is not stand in front of you and make it apparent where you are? It's I'm going to ult and then trust that we do the rest. Do you see the difference there? How, like, Proper was hiding and then just goes with the ult without showing it's going to happen? CR, it just makes it really obvious they're going to Reaper Ult. And that's been their problem. It's like you see it coming from a mile away, so they can prepare and make it a lot better.
Right, running it back now. Both teams did make use of those orbital races, so no huge disadvantage for Raccoon in that metric. It's the dupes here that are going to be the difference makers. Spurs looks like he was starting up briefly, and Dumba's going to get a cage fight down.
A lot of, yeah, there's a Venn diagram going on there. And then there's an ult, and then there's the, they're doing this, and they're doing that. And I think CR should take this. There it is. Yep, I predicted that right from the get-go. It was pretty obvious. Mouse, thanks for the 6 months with the Phoenix process. Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, typically those later support ults always better, right? If you can kind of time it perfectly, right, where you want to be using that rally a little bit later, but keeping everybody alive.
No ults for CR. No ults for Falcons. Proper will be able to get it mid-team fight, so this needs to be a convincing one. They need to set up for the backline. Remember, the way to win this, the key to success for them is to not all in the Mauga, is to kill the Juno in the backline or release pressure. Look at the backline. You see Juno? Proper would be teleported back there in a couple seconds on them, or Stalker would be set up in the back line. Okay, Lip tried. I will say, Lip tried. Okay, Lip did go for it. That was good.
He's saying at least able to generate some threat from that position. Now it's going to be Jindin backing it up, but Proper goes for the spin to win.
Yep, and there it is. Just a surprise Reaper Ult. Am I streaming after the matches? Honestly, I probably won't be because this is the day I watch football with my dad. But I will make sure that whenever the matches are over, I will, and like all the stuff's done, I will raid someone who has drops also, so you can continue to get your drops, okay? If you want to play it safe, they will do a rerun of the esports stream, so you can always just leave that open for when they go back. But yeah, this is the day I usually hang out with my dad and watch football.
Grim tidings for Raccoons fans. Whoa, not expecting that.
That's why I usually take Sundays off. I either hang out with Lonnie, or I watch football with my dad and hang out with Lonnie, so, yep. Damn, that's tough. I mean, hey, CR does manage to kind of take that back a little bit. The YouTube quality one? That's just an issue with my OBS is lagging. I'll try to fix it this week. What's my football team? I'm from Massachusetts, so just to give you an idea.
You're going to have a rally where both support ults used here by Falcons on the other side. It's a little bit of a window of opportunity, right? If Falcons takes this fight fast, you pop rally, you can come back.
When's my sponsored stream? Tomorrow.
This one up.
And again, they can maybe take this high ground now, but they're going to have to fight for it. Crazy Raccoon pushing up another Malka dupe here by Stalker. He's staying over to the back line, and Chigo just did a great...
Good pick. Very good pick. Lip does have Reaper ult, does not need it. Do not use ults. You win this. No ults. No more ults. That ult, that was Echo ult. Did proper... That's a window.
May not have been it, but hey, you're starting to see Falcons.
There's a window right there.
These ultimates, almost like we were talking about Crazy Raccoon, right? Laying these ultimates together, not using them in winning scenarios or winning fights.
I haven't heard anything, Tiki. If I missed something, that's on me.
They end up using their dupe, they end up using their blossoms.
Lip, please get to a spot with this Reaper ult. I'm telling you, you'll see success. You're an unbelievable player.
Plus Death Blossom available.
Just go through a doorway. Do it. Ready? Set. Do it. Okay, that's fine. Go from behind. Lip gets a kill. No more else. No more else. All right, now watch all of Team Falcon spawn up immediately. Ready, set, and... Oh, wait, no, that was a checkpoint. They had the checkpoint already. There we go. How was the pack games I had tickets for? Oh, it was great. They got me like club seats. It was an amazing experience. Ilios, thanks for the Friedrich Prime. Thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, good for him. That's awesome, though. Good for him.
Looking for these bursts of impetus and unexpected moments.
He's probably going to wait for the support to come out early.
Okay. He forced a rate walk. He might have to use one of his own, but he goes forward with it instead. Okay, offense is the best defense apparently, but Falcons again are ready for it. They fold back and snap into action with an orbital ray to keep them topped up here. They were ready for that.
So for Crazy Raccoon, you get some progress.
Yak, thanks for the Friedrich Prize. Thank you. Chat, what went wrong there?
Falcons. Because Lip is such a threat right on that off angle, and now you're allowing Chorong to come in yet again with another rally, right? So
it's just go to the back line. Go to the back line. I'm telling you. No, I know we got bashed because you can see it's coming. That's been the difference. That's why Proper hides with Reaper ult. Now keep in mind, Proper did just have a bad Reaper ult, so like it's possible. It's just watch what Proper will do here in this middle of this team fight. He's hiding to the left of the Echo. Boom. See? Question chat. Did they see it coming? No. Because Proper hid in the room to wait and then out from the angle. See?
Plus Blossom, everybody trapped in there, taking so much damage. It's Falcons now getting closer.
It's not an obvious ult.
Look at to work with here.
Oh, this is going to be confusing fight.
Stalker and Proper have been so good throughout this one. Proper in the last fight. Can Stalker come up big here?
Falcons close now to getting into the
great play by Falcons here.
Set upon by Proper. The guy is absolutely rabid. Stalker ends up duping the Malka here and just sort of folds away from the fight, leaving he's staying in his wake. Crazy Raccoon still have that slim lead and look to stop the Falcons in their tracks. And Proper's playing it carefully. KG skews the partner around the enemy Malka as he wants to go forward. Lip led the bot away for a brief time, but Falcons are dominating the fight.
Okay, Lip. I see you.
It's really awesome to see that type of POV, right? Because we're there with Smurf and Proper. Smurf uses the charge, goes on in, and he puts up Chorong and shoot. They're so far away from each other.
Chat.
Uses his mobility to get them in the air, go away, but they just kind of leave Chorong out to dry. They deal with Chorong. It's a dupe on the Manga onto the bot, right? So Stalker is able to live there with his supports, play a little bit defense, and that's how Falcons gains an edge.
The edge and the lead. The Lip was trying to lead the bot away, but the fight was already lost. Here's Fielder with a rally. They're going to try and start the fight again. Falcons,
they're going to go for Lip.
I think they see blood in the water, man. They can taste it. Lip and Eastang broken and bleeding out on the field. Fielder's able to turn around and make sure that Falcons come out of this fight cleanly. 100 meters on the table. And under 2 minutes left.
And you're going to have the orbital rate plus Blossom. Potentially, right? There's going to be a lot of like poke here early on. You could even get up towards that cage fight. Falcons not only want to win by meterage, they want to slam the door home.
What a statement to make to end it here. Jungmin charges in, but
Proper has ult. Lip has ult.
A bit of a late orbital race here, but no harm, no foul. Crazy Raccoon still have 5 to work with. Dead Blossoms come out now. Proper and Lip going to find one each, and Lip will fall. The Reapers are off the table.
Okay.
Both teams now operating with 3. Falcons, of course, still in an aggressive stance, but he's staying for the above with a focusing beam. Can try and even the ledger. Trio gets
Oh, what a last-second shot by...
managed to get the Juno, though.
Okay, that was... It's clutch mode now. I mean, this CR needs to win. I mean, they need to win these team fights.
To play perfect from here
Yep, I agree.
For Crazy Raccoon. You're below a minute. You're down in terms of meterage. You're probably going to need at least 2-3 fights here to get back in it. Falcons, they know that, right? You're going to push up.
Yep.
That spawn advantage. Take a fight here on the bridge. You probably have another fight over the next checkpoint. You're in a great spot here of your Falcons to secure the world championship.
Echo ult, Echo ult. Echo ult. Went Reaper, good job. Good kill on Smurf. Use the Reaper ult. Huge.
They can't let go of the momentum now. Or it'll be all over for the brave Raccoon.
This is crazy.
Not today, says Crazy Raccoon, at least for now, below 10 seconds.
Team Falcons on paper has this team fight.
No
They
pressure
need to
here.
set up their
Falcons
teammates on an
need to
angle.
slide
You
around
need to go for this
corner.
play.
You gotta give value with this cage.
No, it's not washed
Just
yet.
in the cage for Junbin. You gotta have Lip in there to follow it up.
Here's overtime. Junbin with a charge in already.
Oh no!
Oh, Falcons might have got it done here. An overextension.
The bash!
Raccoon might have cost them everything. And the
That's
glorious
it.
hunt of the Falcons
That's
finally
it.
comes to an end. The Apex Predators stand at the apex now.
Hey, good for Falcons. You know, good for Falcons. You know, you got to give them credit. They played that comp well. You know, and it just shows you that there's a lot of really good teams. You can see where the difference was. It's just strategically, they knew how to play the comp to the best ability. They constantly made the proper adjustments. They constantly did the best plays they could do. You got to give credit where credit's due. Just excellent gameplay. Straight up, just awesome. Awesome Overwatch.